head to toe, going sick, I'm out of dog. I5, I6, I7, antidepressants. Yeah, I'm the shit today. Someone said pussy bad for me. She said she gon' pass it over.
Baby, no money.
Come on. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm on them antidepressants. We feeling good today. Maybe I'm gon' give her some attention. This lady batshit crazy, yeah, she want me no protection. Pause. I ain't gonna do none of that shit. Just grab my meat. I ain't taking no pic. She tell my name right under her lip. I did 1, 2, like look at these fleas in front of ice. I need a peacoat. Yeah, I just have book on me. Nemo. Keep it wet outside. Al Pacino. A6 on my feet, cause I'm a cheapo. Walk out 20X from the Nino. Costco hot all day. Yeah, she deep throat. Me and the geezers hit that bingo. I'm on them antidepressants. We feeling good today. Watch me make an entrance. Yeah, I'm the shit today. Antidepressants. Antidepressants. Watch me make an entrance. Yeah, I'm the shit today. Really bust down, my pants down in the penthouse downtown with a real nice view. Got my own 10 bits, big business.
Hello. So I had to do some react stuff and some other crap. And whatnot. Hi guys, hey Kinju, hey Wicked, hey Senor, hey SJ, how are we going today? So I had to research this story. I had some reacts, so I wanted to watch that along. So Streams hasn't started even after ad. It's okay. It's okay. It takes a couple minutes because I let the ad jail happen. Go slap you, bitch. So I was like, why not do it with chat? There's a few long ones I want to watch. So I was just like, and this is Hey Bay No Money or whatever, and I'm listening to it because him and Iron Mouse just came out with a collab today that we should probably watch together. Skill issue. Don't skill issue me, man. Level A. Yeah, you're skill issuing. Yeah, well, it took you 200 hours to get one achievement. That's skill issue, bro. Skill issue. I'm not claiming to be good. I'm just claiming you have a skill issue. Oh, that reminds me. I have to send a link to Tatsi to edit something. Because he's just like, oh, let me see if it's any good. I don't think he gets how to be an editor. He's supposed to take my slop and make it good. The hell? The hell? He wants me to record things that are good. Wait, where are my good recordings? Crap.
Skill issue.
Where the hell is... Oh, it's in the Elden Ring file, maybe? Did I not upload the fucking... No, that's not it. Oh, here's that one. Okay, people now. That's Luca Elden Ring. Wait, why didn't it upload? No! Wait, there it is. Is that it or not? Fuck. It didn't upload the video I wanted to send to Tatsi for him to edit. I guess we will try again. Okay? Fuck. I'll upload it now. Piece of crap. Oh, it didn't finish, that's why. I think. It'll fix itself in a second. Yeah, where am I? Fuck. I'll do that later. Is that a Joker face? Yes, I'm the Joker. Between to get the achievement. Skill issue, am I right, son? Okay, I wish I could say that I understand what you said over the sound of the music. Is it still too loud? Because yeah, I have Opera GX set up to for reaction, so let me actually turn it off now. Okay. Yep, that's the job of the edit. Exactly right, Bash. Bash gets it. That's his job. Because I'm sending him our collab for another peak video, because we've got a couple coming out. Because he's like, oh, the Elden Ring one isn't, like, good, so I don't know if I can make something good out of it. I was like, sounds like a skill issue. But I was like, I'll give you peak instead. And then he's like, oh, I'll see if it's any good. I was like, I'm going to start saying you're the problem soon if you don't make something. I'll beat you up. I'll beat you up. Hello, Johnny. Yeah, hey, I thought it was your people had platinum trophy. It's just a skill for me. It took me that long. Exactly, skill issue. Skill issue. Bro, why are you complaining at me for what? I watched that Ludwig video because you asked me about it. What the fuck? I suffered out of friendship. And this bitch, all I hear is nagging because I take skill issue. Hey, Kaiju Gaming. I thought weren't you the one who mentioned in chat the other day about the Ludwig situation? And I was like, oh, I don't know anything about it. Was it you? Someone fucking mentioned it. Or maybe you were just talking to me about something at the same time and I thought it was you. Hi, Kaiju Gaming. Welcome to the Delinquents. Welcome in. Yeah, I mentioned it, but I never actually watched. No, you didn't actually watch it, but I watched it because you mentioned it. So I would know something about it. You know? I'm not saying you asked me. I said I did it. Because you asked about it. Duh, listen to me. Imagine listening to your streamer. Imagine. Wait, I'm only on Twitch chat. I need multi-chat, my bad. Sure, hit me with that question. Yeah, so. I tried my best. It's because this was one of the things you mentioned that didn't have an hour-long video. And it was a 10-minute video. Hey, doing an hour-long video is daunting. You know this, as there was like some video you wanted to watch and it was like, oh, it's fucking an hour long. And I'm like, oh. What do you mean I'm the gooner about streamers being sus? You mentioned a major one being sus. What do you expect exactly? Exactly. Multi-chat makes Twitch see. Poor Twitch chat. No, we're the only one. We're the only one. Okay, while we're here, we're like, I'll bring up the small one? The small one? Because I was like itching and ahhing because I got invited to a Minecraft server and okay, I figured out why through Minecraft wouldn't work. It got scuffed with one of the patches to the things and now when you need to run it doesn't work. So it wasn't us, it was just it broke around the same time it was getting promoted, which is so stupid, but still. So it wasn't us why it broke. Let me find this. But I got invited to a Minecraft server and I was thinking of playing incognito, just pretending to like, you know, not exist. Because they're my friends I have, not streamer friends. And I was just gonna like put trolly things all over the server, like funny things. Not like actually grief them, just put funny things, like build funny stuff all over the server without them noticing. And I was like thinking it was gonna be funny. But we'll see. Hey, Hypo. That's a big thing. I don't want to play Tasmanian Tiger right now. And I got a bajillion games I'm going to play. So I got way too many games on my backlog as it is. Yes, Zen is leaving for shoujo. Only 2,000 creepers. I meant like more making like a sexy man island or something like that. But if you walk in, it blows up because obviously you're not a sexy man, so it blows up. Because it only allows sexy men on the island. Ah! My camera fell. There we go. Fixed it. Men go boom. Exactly. Oh, does that count as griefing? But it warned you it was an island for only sexy men. Yeah, so we'll spend our time building a island. Something equally done. You got signed? Yeah, it's because Tartsy's using it right now. Most likely. He's gonna edit something for us. So, so you're gonna have to fight him for access. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do I guess listening to it, because I've actually, for real, never watched one of his videos. I listened to his music, but I've never watched one of his videos. But this came out today, like literally 8 hours ago, brand new in the morning, but with Iron Mouse, so that makes it substantially better. But, yeah. So Iron Mouse is collabing with, like, real people singers. Not just Vtuber singers and doing her concerts, which is pretty cool. And then wasn't that just what Australia started as? I'm pretty sure there was some women. digital waifu.
Still on that 1-800, hit me up for a good time.
I want to ask why he's always in his undies at some point. Like, they're the only clips I've seen of his ones.
Shit bonds till it push me out of line. You can't spell my name without the dollar sign. Rainbow money, take whatever. Yes, I'm colorblind. It's that 1-800, hit my line. Let me 1-800 blow your mind. Wheels in the front, they some big toys. 2025 is the year.
Is it weird that all I can think of is how dry his eyes must feel?
Got a little money, yeah, got a little Bitcoin.
Probably.
She making me real cool. Never stoop too low. I don't sip dunking. Quite nice top. I ain't talking no muffin. On the first date, say trauma dumping. Blah blah blah, like something. 1 pump, 2 pump, 3 pump. Way she working that shit. She left me comatose. 3 + 6 is 9. This baby ain't talking about tic-tac-toe. She a little freak. I guess I'm an animal. Yeah. 2-stepping like Cotton Eye Joe.
Young Gravy just shows up randomly for some reason. What I find funny is why is he on the frickin' toilet? I didn't know this about him because I only heard his songs randomly on TikTok back. But he started off as a parody singer on YouTube or something, apparently. I've not seen any of them.
Still on that 1-800, hit me up for a good time. My shit bonds till it push me out of line. You can't spell my name without the dollar.
Someone has to lock his pants on him because he's always taking them off, I said.
Rainbow money, take whatever. Yes, I'm colorblind. It's that 1-800, hit my line.
Oh my god, did you see all the VTubers that are on here for collabs? Yeah, he did because Asmongold was getting into drama again around the release of
Please, still on that 1-800, hit me up for a good time. My shit bonds.
Went too far back, but we're fine. I'm ready with the pause.
Name without the dollar sign. Rainbow money, take whatever. Yes, I'm colorblind.
Nope, too soon. What do you mean Australian too? Hey, she's dark blue, I'm light blue. We're like, I know, blue cousins. Does that count? Got it. Okay, who do we see here? Okay, Heine, Iron Mouse, and why is there 2 Iron Mouses? Did he not know any other VTubers? He just got 2 Iron Mouses. I don't know who Ponytails is. She looks a bit familiar. That's the retro one. That's the popular guy one, the girls, Shota? Is that Shota that they simp for? That's Booba as in Sea Dog. Obviously there's Project Melody. I can't tell who's in the corner there. That's the artist. I can't remember her name right now, but she has the bumblebee. I see everywhere. I'm really bad with names. Buff Pup. God damn it. I forgot there was a second screen. There we go. Another Iron Mouse. Oh my god, that's Buff Pup. She looks familiar, but I don't know her name. Does anyone knows that one?
1-800, blow your mind. Yeah, take real deadly, do little damage. Got like 20 children that can't fuck unsexy.
God, I hope not. Where's his pants? Where's his pants? Also, wait, has a leaf flip been on side scrollers? This is gonna be so random. I'm gonna have to cut it out of this reaction because.
Junior_games_ just subscribed. Upgrading their cell. Happy 39 months Del Blossom smiling face with hearts smiling face with hearts smiling face with hearts smiling face with hearts much love homie.
Thanks, Jen.
Also don't forget to stretch and hydrate tongue out grin.
I actually don't have tongue out because I'm not sus, okay? So I don't. Does he have the internet logo on his pants? Like, it's kind of funny.
DOA. Ain't busting quick, no ETA. It's either she or maybe her. I can't.
I might watch the leaf lip episode if someone sends it in news, and it may convince me otherwise on it, so definitely send me an episode she's been in.
Pick. I got that roly-poly-oly. It go tick, 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 tick. I'm at the Nino playing blackjack, always hit. If baby's broke, he's only doing it for that bit. Still on that one, hey, honey, hit me up for a good time. My shit.
Okay. He does a really good beat, but so many of his songs is just talking about saying people want to bang him. When you listen to the lyrics.
Push me out of line. You can't spell my name without the dollar sign. Rainbow money, take whatever. Yes, I'm colorblind. It's that 1-800 hit my line. Let me 1-800 blow your mind.
Oh, I'll talk about that after Fox says Yeah, I think that's fine, because, like, podcasts, you have to have people on, like, that's it. You don't have to agree with everyone you have on a podcast. Yeah. That's fair. As long as you, like, be fair to everyone, it's fine. I liked it. It's not, I would say it's not his best song, but it's, like, pretty good, and I like seeing all the VTubers on there. That was fun. But, I always find his songs catchy, at the very least. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I would be concerned if they agreed with her. Him, actually, I guess, Akko is a boy, from my understanding. They say boy in their profile thing, so I'm gonna go with boy. Though, for some reason, whenever someone has a female avatar, I just call them a girl. I know that's bad, but it's just like my brain autocorrects. It's why I always call Luca a girl. Yeah. I remember from their profile thing that they're a dude, so I should call them a dude. Razor Fist? Well, I don't know why he quit going. Isn't it up to him if he goes on the podcast? Why is it hypocritical if he just doesn't want to go on a podcast anymore? I have seen some Pipco before, not tons, but some. They're funny. I don't think you, calling him out for what, though? Calling him out for what? Because I don't know this person. Give me trust issues now. VTuber's got to give me trust issues too. Why? Why are they giving you trust issues? Yeah, why? I'm curious, because for me, you don't have to collab with anyone, and you don't have to go on any podcast. Like, it shouldn't be, like, a problem if you don't want to go on. That's my new video about the chronically unemployed. Okay, I have some stuff lined up. He was part of the Goonagate, and they wanted him on the podcast, and he didn't want to go? Oh, cute anime girl, why is an actual girl? There is a lot that isn't girls, but it's like, look at Rev Says Desu. He dressed up he has a female persona, but he's a dude. Okay, I have a video in here, some more videos in here that I want to get rid of that. Let's make sure we didn't get banned. Oh, cute anime girl, why is an okay, we're fine. We got this that I wrote when Joey Swole destroys evil influencers. I saw Monkey King react to that, and I was curious. I just saw this guy, and I saw some of his shorts, and they were weird and interesting that I wanted to react to. This is one of them. We'll do that as a tester. Goonagate, he quit going. Honestly, if you're already in controversy, you may not just be in the want to do it. You didn't realize it was a girl for a while? Okay. We do have the fucking banana juju thing, but we have the... Okay, so this is the artists because Banana released this like 2 days ago, slamming an artist, and like in a video in front of all these people, and this is the artist's company retort on what actually happened. So we got that. That's our case, one of our cases, and I had to research it and watch this. I don't think it's very nice, from what I saw, just to do a slam video, because they were late. So, so far, but I haven't fully researched the situation. So we have to still go through that, but that's one of the things we have to go through today. But let's do this little short that I wanted to show you guys.
Your first Pokemon? Sounds like you're on your way to becoming a Pokemon.
I caught a Pokemon.
Your first Pokemon? Sounds like you're on your way to becoming a Pokemon Master.
No, I like caught a Pokemon, like in a trap.
That's called a Pokeball. And
I'm actually gonna have to start again.
I caught a Pokemon.
your first Pokemon? Sounds like you're on your way to becoming a Pokemon Master.
No, I like caught a Pokemon, like in a trap.
That's called a Pokeball. And yeah, you're gonna need a lot of those if you're gonna become a Pokemon Master.
No, I mean like it was a trap, like for a bear.
A bear Pokemon in this area? Congratulations, sounds like you nabbed a Snorlax.
No, it was Pikachu. And not just any Pikachu, it was the one that everybody loves. It was the main guy. Just sliced him in half.
The face in the background.
And it shattered his bones, and there's blood everywhere.
Pikachu is dead?
No, I wish Pikachu was dead. He's still alive somehow.
Should we?
If you're gonna suggest that we put him out of his misery, be my guest. But I've been out there stomping on his little yellow head for hours, and it is not working.
Who's that Pokemon?
I caught a Pokemon.
Curb stop Pikachu. If I was gone. Yeah, I just randomly found this guy's like animated shorts. For some I haven't watched all of them, but I just found that hilarious, so I wanted to share.
I caught a Pokemon.
Your first Pokemon?
Okay,
Sounds like you're.
now it's scuffed.
Sorry about that. Dude, you totally missed it. When you were gone, the waiter came by, bumped into me, and then made a whole scene out of it. He freaked out. Wait, seriously? I know, what an asshole. You're not tipping tonight. Oh, hey, I just want to say I'm really sorry about what happened earlier. I know we gave you your entire meal free, gave you the head chef's Lambo, we paid off the mortgage of your house, but we just want to say we really don't believe this guy. He's an asshole. And I know your friend just got back, so here's the security camera footage of what just happened.
Oh, worthless, you're nothing to me. I'm better than you.
Dad tripped him. What the fuck? Madarako, nice. Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm better than yesterday because I had a migraine. It's been crazy. Sorry, I had to fix it because of sound. To tell. Yes, exactly. No flat t-shirt, no curves. It was just the ponytails. That was the thing. But I think it's also the masculine man voice that doesn't make you automatically connect, because Rev has a very distinct man voice. Good Adam, welcome in. So you're just like, brain no comprende.
Put your hands up, this is a robbery. Oh my god, what are you doing in here? What am I? I'm robbing you. Get out. Get out. Yeah, nice try now, give me all your money and valuables. Get out, hurry up, man, there's still time for you. Wait, what? Have you finished studying to be the doctor? Yeah, who the is this? Hey, put your hands up, this is a robbery. Stop. Sit your down. Yeah. Okay. Finish the page 1 to 485 today. I test you tomorrow. No leave till you become the doctor. Okay, I think there's been a bit of a misunderstanding here. I'm a robber, all right? I'm not. Yeah, I know you, robber. He tried to rob me 4 years ago. Still not doctor. Dumb. I hate studying. This is the whole reason I became a robber. You want to be the robber forever? Study and become the doctor. Told you. Shut up.
He tried to rob me 4 years ago. And he's still there, living in his house, being forced to study. Yeah.
Bro, is that a Kit Kat?
They just are the people with shorts that but reanimate. Yeah, some people do that. That's like a whole stick for animating things.
I'll swap you for a banana. Bro, like, are you even serious? Smells like my nan's toe.
Like most of the Adventurist anime things, the animated things, some of them aren't commissioned. A lot of them are just redone by artists.
Ew, is that fish? Bruh, chopsticks? What do you got next? The whole chicken? Yo, my mom packed me like a ham and cheese so good, like I wouldn't even trade it for that. Yo, I'm not even like, you know, I'm totally a coffee drinker now. I mean, it's a maturity thing. It's like, not even back in. How in the avocado frick did he get? Bro, I'm not even mad. It's not even that fancy. What in the cinnamon toast? We have 15 minutes for lunch! Want to share?
Want to share? At least they highlight who it's from originally. For some reason, that just reminded me of Delicious Dungeon. The intense. Gamer subs. Oh my god. Emotional
Wow, we
damage.
should nature more often. Yeah. Oh, watch out, bees. Pollen for you, pollen for you. Oh, it's trying to sting me. Mikasa? Hello? Tell the queen I'll be late for work. Get someone else to make the honey. I think you have the wrong number. You, son of a... I, Levi Ackerby, shall lead the revolution beyond the walls of the hive and avenge my... Is this what rabies is? No. Prepare to get attacked. Titan... Now, prepare yourselves for the bumbling.
Is this bee Attack on Titan?
Oh no. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Destroy, destroy, destroy. I may have lost the plot.
He turned into Bumblebee.
Dude, where are you? Dude, I'm literally on the freeway right now. I'm 10 minutes out. Get out of the way! Guy just cut me off.
Bro, I'm about to cancel our plans.
Bro, I'm literally knocking on your
We all have met someone like this.
door right now. I've been knocking for 10 minutes. Answer the door.
I'm standing at the door. You're not even here.
We're making eye contact right now.
Oh yeah? Well then what am I doing right now?
Thumbs up, waving. Hey.
How do you know that?
I'm right in front of you.
You just get here. Bro, I cannot believe that you didn't show up.
Bro, what are you talking about? I'm right outside. I'm leaving.
What the f? Where are you going?
We've been hanging out for hours, getting deep.
No, we haven't.
Deep, super deep, bro.
We did not
I've
get
hung
deep.
out with you all day,
We did not get deep.
I've got other to do besides hang out with you all day long.
You just got here.
Bye, Curry. Good seeing you.
Don't say bye to him.
I've been here your entire life. What? Bye.
What? Don't say bye. What?
Traumatized. Dude, it's me. No, don't be the person who does this. No, senor. Hey, Nama. He's just gaslighting him on a superior level into believing he was there all along.
Excuse me? Hello? I heard this is where you can learn magic?
Yes, you've come to the right place. Why don't you take a seat?
So, magic's real? Oh, wow. Okay, I can't wait to learn it. Yeah, what kind of stuff do you have?
I like your enthusiasm. We could start with a simple fire and ice magic.
Fire and ice? Okay, that sounds awesome. Oh, okay.
With your level of aptitude, you will only be able to cast a degree of magic enough to heat up or cool down your drink. Would you still like to learn how?
Yeah?
We will be writing your spells on these mugs. The process isn't too important. It's your will and patience that is the most important. We write the letter fire on the side of the mug. Then you close your eyes and conjure an image of how hot you want this mug to be.
Wait, that's a microwave.
Close it and press the numbers to begin the spell. The higher the number, the hotter it will become. The ice spell works the opposite way. You take your brush.
Did this bitch just fucking call me a mug? What the fuck? What the fuck?
and write ice on this mug. Put your beverage in this freezer. Sometimes it can be hard to control this spell and will turn your drink into a solid ice chunk. Just like this one. Again, the will and patience is key for success. Now, for the last step.
Hey, wait!
To pay money. Where was the joke? That was a terrible promotion.
Oh, my beautiful peasant wife. I just love our life. In this quaint medieval village, everything is perfect.
I especially love that all our food is free range and GMO free.
Not a hint of climate change. A local community. Everything we eat and breathe is
I think it's kind of like a dumbass.
fresh. No toxins or microplastics.
In one large farmer's market, essentially.
Life here could not get any better.
Oh, are you okay?
It's just a little scratch. I'll be fine.
Well, I guess that's the one downside to being a medieval peasant.
Which?
What?
That went better. Is this content these days? Yeah, it is. Shut the fuck up. I found these to show you guys. Shut up, bitch. I'll give you content up yo. Foot up your ass. I also have some drama and some other YouTube videos to watch. It literally says we're reacting today. Why you up my ass, bitch, huh?
Thanks for jumping on this all hands.
Witch! Sorry, I'm clapping in front of the camera. There we go. Let me fix it now. I was clapping too aggressively. Witch! There we go. Burn the witch! Exactly, guys.
Who is this? Oh, this is my corporate translator. He's here to translate all the corporate jargon into words that I can actually understand.
Nah, my phone's somewhere else.
All right, I'm gonna have to align with HR to see if this... What's he saying? He's saying he's upset by my presence. I'm not upset, okay? I'm simply processing this information into a more digestible way. Oh yeah, he's really upset. Okay, let's just move forward with the meeting, shall we? So Q1 is in the books and we had a very strong showing. Now there are certainly some gaps within our processes that we're working strategically in order to align that should help us bridge those gaps in a really efficient way. Translator, Q1 wasn't good and management is very upset about it. That's not what I said, okay? There are certainly some gaps, but management is working lockstep in order to come up with strategic processes.
What the fuck is this? What are they saying?
In order to alleviate these areas of deficiency. They're planning layoffs. I'm not saying that, okay? We're just developing ways to become a much leaner organization. It's going to be 25% of the organization. No!
Thanks for the follow, Monster. This means somebody getting fired. Yeah, we figured it out. Don't worry, they're getting fired. We got the jargon, for sure. Yeah, that's another thing no one talks about when they're like, I can't wait to go into medieval, like, isekai. No toilets. No health care. You got no money, you starve to death. Everything is owned by rich people. No toilet paper too, wiping your butt with leaves.
Why is the stupid...
Well, medieval has some sort of lore, but it's not great. It's like, okay, there's like a general lore, but then because it goes like, usually medieval works, you got your king, but then you have lords that instigate, like, around what happens. So it really depends how strict and how good they are at putting laws in, or, you know, taking care of those regions, depends on the lord of that area. So it's really Russian roulette. So... And if you have a lazy lord, or it just happens there's no lord in this region because it, I don't know, inheritance hasn't been worked out, or it hasn't been given to a lord. Yeah, it's the Wild West, pretty much. No one taking care of you. And it's not really the law we see it as today. No, families were big back then because you had kids. And no, they weren't always big because, a lot of the times, a low percentage of kids survived. Like, the families that had, like, 5 or 6 kids, the mother actually gave birth, like, 12, 14 times. It's just, they're the ones that survived. You didn't have a choice if families were big or small.
Stupid coffee machine, not making my stupid coffee!
Oh, honey, don't worry. I'll buy you a new coffee machine right now that'll make the best coffee you've ever had. Hurry up! Son, can you shine the flashlight for me and hand me the wrench? Here you go, Dad.
What the hell is happening?
What's wrong, Dad?
You are accused of treason and anti-Soviet behavior. The court finds you guilty and sentenced you to be shot.
Dad, a girl just asked me out today. Are you serious? Yep. My man. Hey, Dad, so a cute guy asked me out today. Oh, is that so? Dad, what are you doing? Just getting ready for work. Oh, so I don't know what to say to him. He's just so cute. And he also tried to hold my hand today. Well, you remember what I taught you, right? Mm-hmm. If they try that, snap their fingers, right? That's my girl. Thanks, Dad. Love you.
Time to go to work, baby.
Why does he have a mustache? Okay, that's enough of those for now. Hey, Sen! That reminds me, one sec. I need to send Tatsi, see if this has upload. I need to upload this so I can send it to Tatsi and make him edit it. Go to the alternal. I hate that it hasn't just gone to the alternate. Go to the alternal one. Because I'm downloading our stream and trying to make Tatsi, fuck. There we go. I'm trying to make, I'm trying to send, Tatsi our stream and make him edit it. You know, he had the goal to say to me, if it's good, I'll edit it. What a bitch. He said our collab isn't good, Sen. Beat him up. Sorry, I had to check my drive, and I don't actually remember what name it's under, so I don't want to accidentally dox myself. Don't at me. Do your job. Exactly. Okay, exactly, bitches. What's this? Oh, I really want to watch this, because apparently this is one of the funniest ones. Someone finally walked off financial audit, because I haven't watched a financial audit, but it's so long. Yeah, I know. Tatsi does have a huge attitude on them. I can't fucking believe this bullshit. Where is it? There. Let's do this one. Okay. You'd have to send a link in media for me to have a look at it. Quality materials. I'm trying my best, guys, to give him the best I can do. I even fixed up my recording stuff so I can send better. But this is what we got, and the collab send was too funny to give up. Okay, let's do this. Okay, I wanted to watch this one because I saw Kenji Monkey Man react to it, so I wanted to have a look at it. When Joey Swole destroys evil influences, do I know who Joey Swole is? No. Do I know who the evil influence is? No. Deep fried, shut up. It wasn't all deep fried. You're just not strong enough to make it good. Did I make the new video good? Which reminds me, one second. I'll put the link there so people can go watch it if they haven't.
What happened to this VTuber
on the gaming channel, because I love my new video. It's side because there's food over here and I'm slowly starving, so you just have to get good like me, okay? That's all I'm saying. I have no idea who Joey Swole is, but we're watching it. I will complete my taxes. Get out of here. Get out of there. Fucking Twitch trying to tell me what to do. New gaming vid. Someone's calling me, but I'm not answering in. What show? There's no phone up here. They're calling my grandma. Yes. You can watch my new gaming video on the gaming channel. I edited it myself. The landline. Yeah, my grandparents have a landline. In case anyone thought I was lying about living with my grandparents. There it is. Tabs open. Yep, that's my life. 40 tabs. Okay, that's why I'm trying to go through some of it today. 40 tabs. Let's go. Okay, when Joey Swole destroys evil influences. I don't know. It's been going around. I'm trying a lot more channels that I don't usually watch. But apparently it's about no stupid influences. I don't know. Let's go.
Woman has nothing to do with it, and being a black woman has nothing to do with it, and it's not just white males that are upset with you.
This is the part you know it's going to be controversial. They said the trigger words.
Can't have any self-respect, at least have some respect for the people that have to shop there.
This influencer took off her underwear in public.
Yeah, I saw this clip going around. Women, start making me woman you in a second, Roxas.
A little donation.
While this professional soccer player mocked a senior at the gym. Here are 10 times Joey Swole destroyed.
honestly, I'm 100% behind banning people from recording in gyms. I hate it. But yeah, that underwear stuff is gross. Influencer stuff like that, or like trendy stuff like for TikToks, I hate it. It's disgusting.
Avoid toxic influencers, starting with Chloe Jade Lopez, known for her creepy habit of leaving her underwear in public places.
By the way, if someone doesn't know, because someone explained this to me, because there's a lot of weird videos like this of getting changed or doing hacks online, and apparently it's just a weird, like, kink, and they do it for OnlyFans bait, pretty much. Are we in ad jail? Oh no, then I will give you a dump on pretty much the idea of this. It's the same with those weird food things where they put weird food stuff together and the girls do it with their hands. Something, apparently it's all just creepy kink bait for their, like, creepy channels, and people pay them to do this weird stuff. I went on a deep dive ages ago on, like, some YouTubers that, like, researched into it, and a lot of them, like, they are put around Facebook and all these other things as, you know, just hack videos, but they're actually just weird bait videos. Like, why? With expecting privacy is illegal to record others, gyms should be in that list. 100% of that. These people need to have some more that's the thing, that's consequences. Yes, but the thing is, they're so incognito, you can't tell unless you know. That is the thing. Like, you're just like, oh, that's weird, but you don't know why they're weird. We're free from jail. Awesome. Thank you. Why? Bro, I would burn my hand off if I went to grab the gas pump and there was a pair of undies on it. I would burn my hand off, okay?
Even pulled the same stunt in a supermarket, and this time she was putting it in the food.
Back in the supermarket again. I'm gonna leave a little donation.
What is with these British ladies? Because isn't that, like, Bonnie Blue, that weird one too, also, like, British?
Yeah.
Is the British economy that rough right now?
In with the hot dogs.
But this time her video reached Joey Swole, who wasted no time setting the record straight.
So he's Joey Swole. Yeah. She sounds British to me.
Is one of the most disgusting videos that anyone has ever sent me. Pardon my language, but
I want to say so much, but I'll get in trouble. Be right back. Going to kick. I can feel Rock just clicking.
What the f is wrong with you?
Whatever the woman was doing seemed illegal to do, since it was literally tampering with food, and that's exactly what Joey said.
Shame on you and every single person that liked and supported your video. And I'm no lawyer, but I have to think that this is illegal and you belong in jail. If you can't have any self-respect, at least have some respect for the people that have to shop there.
Yeah, that is, like, unsanitary, and that's what I hate about it. It's gross. It's unfair to other people.
It's a shame what people will do today.
The comments on Joey's post completely agreed with what he was saying. Days later, Joey posted an update on what had happened after he called out this woman.
Well, apparently for one of those videos, she was visiting Spain, and when local officials and people saw this disgusting...
Not even our own country. We're watching a video about how Joey Swole calls out influencers, specifically this weirdo chick who seems to leave her undies everywhere.
Behavior. They told her to leave the country.
Though Chloe remained silent, Joey's
Fair.
takedown ruined her vacation plans. Still, she continued her weird habits back in her home country. And similar is the case with Mykhailo Mudryk, a rising star of Chelsea who caused a lot of backlash for himself when he mocked someone at the gym. Mykhailo Mudryk has yet to make any impact with his footballing ability, but a few months ago, he made headlines in a completely different way. He posted a video of himself training in the gym to his Instagram story. The video was clearly mocking an older man for something he didn't understand. Needless to say, this enraged Joey Swole, who took to TikTok to unleash his fury on the Chelsea player.
So you see that man at the gym working hard trying...
See, I hate that. Like, you can't make it like a splash in your career, so you just use the internet being a douche.
To better himself with
I'm assuming his pants were falling down while he was exercising.
Trainer. He's in an embarrassing situation where, yes, he's a little exposed, and you decide, hey, let me take a video of it to post on social media to make fun of him, all for attention.
This wouldn't have been acceptable even if it came from just a random guy at the gym, but this time it was a professional soccer player with...
Oh Oh my god, can you imagine going to the gym and your butt slip of your pants falling down getting recorded and put to 2 million people? Oh my god. Sorry, my camera just moved. I'd be so embarrassed, jeez. Again, why you shouldn't be able to record in, like, gyms.
Millions of followers mocking an old man, and that's exactly what Joey was calling out.
And you're a professional soccer player. You play for Chelsea in the Premier.
Oh my god. Did he have an Italian for a outfit? Is that literally a fucking weeb? It's okay, we're weebs too.
League, but you should at least mind your own business or tell his trainer. Let the trainer help him out. But what you don't do is take a video to post online for millions to see to make fun of this man.
Commenters on Joey's TikTok started flaming Mudryk even more, with fans of his own club calling him out. I'm a Chelsea fan, but Mudryk is the last person I'd expect on a Joey Swole video. There was no word from Mudryk or Chelsea even after the massive public backlash. However, unlike
Bro, what is that, a haircut?
Mudryk, the next influencer didn't stay silent. She started a major drama when Joey called her out.
Listen here, I need y'all to understand I am not ducking smoke from Joey Swole.
It all started when a fitness influencer named Trinity J uploaded a video telling how mad she gets when someone walks by the camera.
Everybody that had so much to say about me filming in the gym yesterday, like, oh, I hope they ban cameras. It's none of content creators' fault that you're so insecure that you just don't want to be caught in the background of somebody's video.
It's not influencers' fault. Guys, that's the same thing. There's a reason there used to be movies, like, when you record, everyone in the background of a movie has to have signed off on it. Because most people don't want to be in recordings. That's fair, but it's not an insecurity. It's like a lot of people don't want themselves just plastered all over the internet. Huh? And if you make enough money to be a fitness influencer, buy your own machines and do it at home, okay? Why the fuck are you doing it at the gym? Or go at midnight, like a person. Like, go at non-peak times.
That's something you need to deal with, honey. That's personal.
She was mocking people just because they were not comfortable being in the background of her video, and Joey called her out for it.
As I've said before, I have nothing against filming in gyms, as long as you do so responsibly. Your wanting to film never takes priority over somebody else's right to feel comfortable at the gym.
Exactly. Or at least blur their face out, you know? If they're in the background, if someone crosses your video, just put a blur over their face. Easy. Done, you know? Save them.
And you never have the right to call somebody names or tell them they should go work out at home because they don't want to be in your video.
After this, Trinity did not respond in any way to Joey and kept posting as she was doing until she uploaded another video.
None of what happened today is going to matter. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. 5 people already walked through the camera. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Okay. Here we go.
People started tagging Joey, pointing out that she wasn't learning from her mistakes. This prompted her to make another video, which she posted a few days later.
He made this, oh, you should do better type of video, and then his following came in harassment.
If they were responsible with it, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like, go at non-peak hours, record only yourself, etc. Blur out people's faces better. But when you're just recording blindly or making fun of people, F you know what I mean?
Asked me for like 6 weeks. I had to turn comments off, notifications off, because all I was seeing was negativity. Like, the negativity outshined the positivity by so much, and it started to mess with my mental.
According to this fitness influencer, Joey's video had a significant toll on her mental health, leading her to take a break. However, now she claims she isn't afraid of Joey. Joey, on the other hand, maintained the same opinion about her content.
Not wanting to be in your video doesn't make someone insecure or mean they have to take their ass to the house to do some home workouts. You have no right to treat people that way.
While Joey moved...
Yeah, especially like if anyone should take their ass to the house, it should be the influencer. They have the money to do it. The problem is these people put themselves at the position of people would walk by. Yeah, exactly. If you don't want people to walk by, put yourself in a position where there's less traffic. You know what I mean?
Moved on, Trinity started the drama again a few days later by uploading this video.
Make mistakes, we all make jokes, we all do things that maybe we shouldn't do, but that doesn't mean that we should be banned from gyms. He's getting people banned, like he's going out his way and calling to make shit happen where he's getting people banned from gyms. That's insane to me.
For Joey, he's just pointing out bad behavior in gyms, not pushing for bans. He's simply highlighting available options.
I'm just saying, if you get banned from the gym, it's because you broke the gym's rules. You know what I mean? If you know the gym doesn't allow recording or harassment and stuff, and you do it anyway, that's on you.
Of all the videos I've done, who do you think shouldn't have
Him, drop the bomb, drop the ban bomb.
been banned from the gym? This guy that literally put his hands on someone for walking through his video? Or how about this woman that was filming OnlyFans content at the gym?
And people couldn't agree more. Whether it's influencers or professional trainers, everyone seems more focused on mocking others than minding their own business. And the next person followed the same path. Zara, a personal gym trainer, recorded and posted a video mocking a man's workout routine.
And this is why I'll never go to the gym. I have my treadmill, I can walk outside, I do my own Pilates stuff. I will never go to the gym ever again. It's not bad in Australia compared to America, but it's literally ruined, like, because you could just privately go in, do your workout, go home. You didn't have to worry about anything. Like, rarely you'd come across an asshole, maybe. But, like, these kind of people just ruin, like, something that's supposed to be a simple transaction between you and your gym. Go in, use their equipment, leave, and can turn into a pain in your ass.
It's serious, y'all. Hold that doing un-
That's why I do Pilates. It's called light exercise because of my disability, you bitch. I do it because I can't do ones. I can't do intense workouts. Shut up.
necessary gym right now. Like, y'all, I don't even understand if he's trying to surf.
Despite being a professional, Zara misjudged the man's form entirely.
Disabled alert. Shut up. I will punch you. I'll come through this screen and beat the shit out of you, Tatsi. I swear to God.
Joey wasted no time setting the record straight.
So what this man is doing is called a chest-supported seal row. This is actually a great exercise. It's good for isolating the upper back, the lats, and by laying flat with your feet off the ground, you remove any cheating or momentum that you would get from your legs or your hips.
For Joey, the biggest disappointment wasn't just her comments, it was the fact that she claims to be a professional, yet her behavior said otherwise.
But what's worst of all is that you're a certified personal trainer and you don't know this, or know better than to film someone to post on social media to make fun of him, and you recruit other people to join in and laugh at him too?
Yeah, I hate gym instructors sometimes. Blech. Also, one, yes, we'll watch a gym fail after this. Two, I just have a feeling in my bones one of these days I'm gonna get banned for threatening my mods.
Seriously? Shame on you.
Instead of taking responsibility or keeping quiet, Zara decided to double down and posted this.
But what I'm gonna do is once again spread knowledge to show you guys how it feels to be a black woman when we just show up in this world.
However, Joey didn't hold back when addressing Zara's comments, making it clear why her behavior was problematic.
Being a black woman has nothing to do with it, and it's not just white males that are upset with you. As a matter of fact, the first person to disagree with you.
I'm probably, it's like, honestly, if it does happen, I'll just get an art commission. Hopefully it would be only a day or something of me getting into a brawl with them.
Was a black
Yeah, no snitching, guys. I'm watching you guys.
woman, and you attacked her for it.
And people couldn't agree more to what Joey was saying. As more criticism came in, Zara tried every excuse possible, eventually claiming that it was all about politics, but Joey was...
Okay, that is something I pointed. I hate when people use, like, their card, like, oh no, I'm a minority, I'm a woman, I'm whatever. It's like, I'm disabled, I'm autistic, or whatever, as an excuse to get out of things, you know what I mean? It's fine as it's a reason, not an excuse, but I hate when people just use these things as a get out of jail free card for everything, because it, like, belittles when it is actually affects your stuff. No, I don't. I mention it.
is not going to let any excuse slide.
This woman continues to double down, defend herself, and play the victim, saying that this is because of her race, her gender, and now because of her politics and who she voted for.
She even alleged that the man had fallen flat on his face during his workout, but Joey had all the evidence to prove otherwise. Still, Zara kept coming up with new excuses.
Earlier in the gym, this
Guys, me saying I can't lift a lot of weight because I'm disabled is not the same as saying, oh, it's not my fault I abuse people. I'm disabled. They're not the same things, guys. They're not the same things.
week, I was using the plyometric box. A man approached me, insisting that he needed this piece of equipment. Despite me saying no, he took it upon himself to use it anyways. My brothers surrounded me in a protective stance.
Lie after lie after lie. He never even spoke to you, came anywhere near you, or took any plyo box from you.
As for the final update, this is what happened. Joey spoke to—
I actually hadn't heard it. Car, please. Actually, I hadn't heard of Jerry Swell. I just saw this suggested to me because I saw a different VTuber, Kenji, watched
the GM of the gym, and this is what they came up with.
I spoke to the GM of this gym yesterday, Yana, awesome person. She informed me that this woman has been banned from 24-hour fitness.
Not only was she banned, but all her lies got exposed too. The man never approached her, never asked her for anything. She'd been lying the entire time, and Joey made sure justice was served and all her lies were caught.
Is this post from her story? Shaming black women for being in my comments agreeing with me. So what? Someone has to agree with you just because of the color of their skin?
Exactly. Like, some people just want to be loud and wrong. Very true.
Or their gender? Even if it means agreeing with you, bullying somebody and posting it on social media? Shame on you.
And people just couldn't agree more. While Zara tried to explain herself, the next person didn't even get that chance. They were fired for what they did. A security guard who, instead of focusing on work, decided to film himself doing push-ups, and this happened.
Hey, just yesterday, that fucking guy was on the floor rolling around right?
I wonder what's gonna happen here. And also, Dominic, thanks so much for the follow. Welcome to Delinquents.
It was a day just like today, too, wasn't it? It was a day just like today, too, wasn't it? Excuse me.
First, he wasn't doing the job he was being paid for, and then he got mad. Two things Joey Swole isn't going to let slide.
Put your hands on and rudely shove him out of the way for getting in your video? Seriously? And then you go and you post that to social media as if this is something to be proud of?
It's like, if it was like a one-on-one, I wouldn't say it was putting hands on, but he is a security guard and he's paying for this job, and you have a responsibility to obey the rules of because there's standards of care in that, and he shouldn't have done that, 100%.
A security guard at Wawa. You're supposed to be doing your job, not filming yourself working out.
Fans loved what Joey said and started tagging Wawa, urging them to take action. A few days later, Joey posted an update, and what happened was exactly what people were expecting.
No, I just meant if you move someone out of the way, it's not automatically put your hands on someone, but that's all I saw was that tiny little clip.
Has been fired.
And the guy, instead of taking accountability, posted this on his Instagram.
Unfortunately, I got fired from my second job thanks to Joey Swole.
The backlash was so intense that the guy deleted his account to escape the heat. While he blamed Joey for everything, we all know it was his own fault, and Joey made sure to point that out.
Yeah, he definitely shouldn't have been fucking around at work, 100%.
I want to see anyone lose their job. I don't think anybody does. Times are hard, but people are sick and tired of seeing others mistreated and having that be used for social media content just to get likes and attention. I hope the next job that you work at, you learn to respect people.
And just like the security guy, the next influencer also couldn't handle the backlash and ended up deleting her account entirely. Emily Sierra was relatively unknown until she made this video.
Guys showing off at the gym, part 1. I was doing yoga, and then this guy walked across the turf, threw the medicine ball at the wall 3 times, and then left. Gotta love that.
She falsely accused a man of being a creep for working out near her. Joey didn't hold back and
Being a what? Being a what?
raised all the right questions people had in mind.
So you're upset that this man is working out in the same area as you, and you think he's trying to impress you, to hit on you, simply because he's doing an exercise, a common exercise, where he's...
I don't think it was that word, but nah, why I think he was hitting on her is because he was putting those buns on display.
not looking at you. He's not trying to talk to you. and he can't even see that you're taking a video of him.
While the man focused on his workout, Emily seemed more interested in making him a target, and that's exactly what Joey pointed out.
But in that time, you were able to think about it, take your phone out, and take a video of him where he's doing 2 of those reps. So to the Edge Fitness Club in West Hartford, Connecticut, I hope you see this. I hope you remove this toxic young woman from your gym.
People were quick to agree, and Emily...
Yeah, I would say, like, you have no idea why he stopped after 3. He could have just been like, ooh, I pinched something in my back straight away. I'm pretty sure that word is a bad word, depending how you say it, isn't it?
Faced quite a lot of backlash. The backlash was so intense it led Emily to delete her TikTok account entirely. This wasn't the only case though. Emily may have deleted her account, but Jessica Fernandez took things even further when she tried to label a helpful man as feral.
Feral. Paying attention to anything, exactly the stretch. But no, guys, he was hitting on her. Can't you tell?
Fernandez, known for her podcast on sensitive topics, revealed a completely different side when she recorded this.
I hate when there's leaders. Makes me so uncomfortable. Feral, like f***ing feral.
The video quickly made its way to Joey, and here's how he responded.
There is a big difference between staring at somebody and simply looking or glancing at them.
When asked why the man was looking at her, Joey delivered an epic answer.
He sees that you struggled being an experienced lifter, and he comes over to try and help you.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what's with the idea that if someone looks at you, you automatically assume they're hitting on you, especially at a gym when there's a lot of safety concerns. Wouldn't you want to make sure like people are keeping an eye out on everyone? Because you can get hurt, you know? I don't know. And especially, I don't know. Badly, used badly. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not queer, so I don't know if I should say it, like that word. I'm not sure. So I just choose not to because I don't know. I don't know. You know that thing where you don't know, so I'm like, meh. Complexes. I think it's also an ego thing, right? Not even just a victim thing. Is like they think they're getting hit on because they're so hot. It's like, no, they're looking in my direction. It must be because I'm fabulously beautiful. Can't believe that he's zoning out into space. Being rude. It's about Joey Swoll, like calling out gym influencers specifically, or bad behavior in gyms, pretty much.
Because that's what kind people do. But it's very sad that you took an act of kindness, this man doing something for you, being kind, and turned him into a creep at the gym.
Well, that's the thing. I definitely think she's, you know, pretty, or, you know, attractive, like, as in, you know, but, like, there is, like, a bajillion people that are pretty and attractive, like 8s or whatever, people who look pretty. There's so many of them in the world. Realistically, unless you're like a 10 out of 10, you're not jaw-stoppingly hot. Let's be for real. You're not gonna like make everyone turn their heads because there is so many beautiful people, men and women, in the world.
Talking about how you want to rip his reproductive organ off, he can't produce, and that natural selection should take him out.
Surprisingly, Jessica seemed to understand what Joey was saying. She even showed genuine remorse. She posted a tweet longer titled "My Gross Mistake," addressing the gym video, where she said, "I want to apologize sincerely to the man at the gym where this all started." Then came the next influencer who calls himself Space Boy Sexy, who started bothering a...
Exactly, depending where you live too. And especially, you know, in the gym, you're going to have more people that go to the gym to look good and stuff like that, who care about their looks. There's going to be more beautiful people. That's just how it is. So you can't assume a nice-looking person is going to stand out and make people perv on you in a sea of beautiful people. You know what I mean?
a person just for being a little closer to him.
Dog, because it's really all these treadmills. And you want to be right here. Why? Why do you choose this one? Out of all of these, you want to be right here? Like, for real? For real? Not my vibe.
The gym was completely empty, and his issue was that the woman chose the treadmill right next to him. The video got to Joey soon enough, and this is what he had to say.
You really think it's okay to treat someone this way?
Okay, weird. I do think it's a little odd someone picks a treadmill right next to you, but everyone's different with how they pick stuff. So if it bothers you, just go to a different treadmill. Yeah, like...
Why? Because they decide to use a treadmill that's right next to you? Seriously? She doesn't talk to you, she doesn't look at you, and even when you address her and disrespect her, she still doesn't talk to you or even care that you're there.
The kid was there with a victim mindset, like he was the one getting.
Especially some people go to the gym to be social. They're hoping to make some friends or meet more people, like with a shared interest. So you can't automatically, you know, lash out at someone. If you're not there to be social, put your headphones on, go to a different one.
Assaulted or something, but Joey got to that point too.
Trying to make yourself out to be a victim, which you're not. And if you really didn't feel safe, you would just go use another treadmill. But you know what's really creepy? Filming someone without their consent to post on social media to shame them. And why did she...
And not even blurring their face. I know, going to a gym, who would
use that treadmill? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because she wants to watch what's on the TV right above it.
Oh, there's a TV right above it. Oh, that makes so much sense.
Enough, the kid deleted the video from his TikTok account. Not long after, Joey came back with an update on what had happened after his call out.
Well, I talked to this gym, Fitness 19, and I'm happy to say they do not tolerate this type of
no, I feel like if you post someone without permission, you should blur their
behavior,
face.
And this young man's membership has been canceled immediately. He is no longer allowed to go to any Fitness 19 gym.
While we all hope he learns from this, it's quite hard to believe since he likely still sees himself as the victim. Still, many agree that the gym took the right action against him. Where this kid was pointing someone out for being a creep, the next influencer did the very same thing when she called a person a predator in the gym. Jane not only filmed others, but also accused them of taking pictures of her without consent.
I was so uncomfortable. So I finally get around to my set. Now I want you to notice he's looking around everywhere. Make sure nobody's looking. He has his phone in his hand. And just briefly, after he walks through, you can see that he's gonna lift his camera up. He's gonna take a quick Snapchat with the finger and put it right back down.
Jane was so certain she was being recorded by a man at the gym that she even later called him a predator and a creep.
And I am so glad that I did not see you do this, because if I did, I'd be in jail and you'd be in the hospital.
Without any proof, she labeled him a creep in front of her audience, and that's something Joey cannot tolerate.
This is one of the worst videos.
To be fair, I think her saying she has an audience is a stretch. What was filled laugh my ass. True. To get you in gym. Yeah, exactly. You have to remember to be respectful in these scenarios. I have something to say, but I'll wait to see if she is crazy, okay? Before I say it.
I've ever had to do. Women are absolutely victims of harassment in the gym, but you are not one of them. This man is not taking a photo of you, which everyone in the comments, men and women, seems to get but you.
It turned out the man was simply trying to unlock his phone using facial recognition, which required him to lift it slightly.
And at that angle, he'd be taking a photo of the ground, not you. Then you go and you threaten this man, you call him a predator, and you share the location of his gym? Really? This Gym Choose Fitness should kick your ass out.
It was clear she
That's creepy, giving the location of the gym, or even for yourself, that's risky.
falsely accused him secretly of taking her pictures, while the man likely had no idea what was happening. Soon enough...
Okay, so I do think she's a little crazy, but all I'm gonna say, why is all the women that shave their head bald crazy? I've never met a sane woman that has shaved their head bald. Unless it's like for a reason, like a medical reason, or, you know, a hairdresser fried their hair off or something, you know? Thanks to the follow vision.
Joey shared an update after being contacted by the man's friend.
He let me know that this man doesn't even have Instagram. He only has Facebook. So he sent him the video. He was
That's my woman privilege. I get to say that and not be as sexist as you.
very upset by this and explained that he wasn't taking a photo of her. He was actually taking a screenshot to send to his wife, who was also very, very upset.
Oh shit. Oh, you assholes. Oh, fuck. I went to go
update
bald
after being
to match it. And I broke the video. I don't know what you
contacted by the
talk
man's
about.
friend.
I'm not
He let me
crazy.
know that this man doesn't even have Instagram. He only has Facebook. So he sent him the video. He was very, very upset by this and explained that he wasn't taking a photo of her. He was actually taking a screenshot to send to his wife,
Because you were tricked. I feel it. You were tricking me. I know you tricked me, chat. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, you gaslighting.
He was also very, very upset.
Joey even offered his help to them.
I let him know that if he wanted to take legal action, that one of my lawyers, Shaheen Namui, would handle it for him. He said he would let me know. Also spoke to this gym, Choose Fitness. They were incredible. They immediately removed this woman from the gym, rightly so.
The influencer faced the consequences she deserved, calming down many in the comments who applauded Joey and the gym's actions. But where Jane just made a video, these next two women took things to a whole nother level.
Okay. Wait, I might have to stay bold. No, I don't have to stay bald. Okay, awesome. I got my hair back. I'm now sane again, guys. You're welcome.
Two girls grabbed my butt in the gym, then laughed at me when I got upset. They tried to act like I was tripping when I wasn't okay with it.
Just because the person was a man didn't mean they had the right to touch him and act like it was no big deal, and Joey made sure to point that out.
This is absolutely
That's crazy. Oh my god.
disgusting behavior by these two women. This should never happen to anyone, man or woman, whether at the gym or anywhere.
But this wasn't even the weirdest part. The video was far more disturbing than it initially appeared.
After they grab him and he gets visibly upset, what do the other two men do? They start to laugh. And I know a lot of men can relate to this because this has happened to me many times. The most recent one at a local bar. When I went to tell my friends what happened, they laughed at me too.
Of course, no one deserves this kind of treatment, whether they're a man or a woman. That's exactly what Joey pointed out, and the gym this happened at acknowledged.
No.
Yep, dudes make a lot of excuses for these kind of things too. You gotta admit to that too. Cause yeah, you shouldn't touch people. Like, if the people don't ask to be touched, you do not touch them.
No one should ever put their hands on you like this. But I will give a shout out to this gym, Club 4, because after seeing the security footage, they immediately banned those two women for life. So thank you.
And many in the comment section just had the question on why double standards, because had that been a man grabbing a woman like that, jail anyone. It's clear.
To be fair, okay. I think it may be in public, but I'm gonna be honest. I have been touched inappropriately in the gym, and by a male friend, and all their male friends laughed too. So it's not an automatic. If it was a woman, they would be up in arms. Though sometimes a lot of people do. The problem is friendships. Like, a lot of friends, especially dude bro friends, I feel, make excuses for stuff like that. Hey Ariane, thanks for the follow. Nah. Yeah, it peeved me off. I found out later that the dude did the same thing to a female friend of mine, where he was in the back seat, she was in the front seat, and he just grabbed her boob from the back. It was weird. And all the dudes just laughed. I don't think they know that dude. What? Yeah, and he touched my butt when I wasn't paid attention and stuff. So he had done it to a couple women, and no one said anything.
Clear that these influencers have no respect for others, not even when someone politely asks them not to film.
I know you're allowed to film. You've never been allowed to film before, but now they can bring you filming in the gym. So you can just angle the camera that way. It'd be great. Okay, thank you.
This influencer, who goes by the name Victoria Have a Secret, accused someone of being a Karen
Delbo, what the fuck, bro?
simply because they didn't want to be filmed.
So you call this woman a gym Karen for what? Because her and the other ladies in that class don't want to be in the background of your video? And she asked you very politely to simply change the angle of your camera? Which, according to the rules of LA Fitness, she has every right to do.
Filming isn't the issue, but if someone doesn't want to be filmed...
Yeah, exactly. I feel like if someone politely asks you not to record there, that's fine. You know what I mean? Like, that's fair. And you should respect that. We need chemical engineers. I have chemical engineers. Yes, trust the bunny, the blue-head bunny, to be a chemical engineer. What would go wrong? I'm assuming he's talking to Noel, but it's extra hilarious to take it that way. Thanks for the follow, Dylan. Welcome home.
filmed, you've got to respect their choice, not humiliate them in front of your followers.
Just because you're comfortable filming yourself to post on social media doesn't mean that everybody else is too. So, Miss Victoria have a secret with God first in her bio. The next time somebody asks you to change...
No offense, but red flag. Hey, Mr. Bean, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the delinquents.
Change the angle of your camera because they don't want to be in your video.
Shut up, bitch.
Be kind and do it.
All this nonsense has made one thing clear: gyms should completely ban filming inside. Alright, that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe, please!
Please! This is an ad inside of ad, so guys, you know what that means. Please subscribe! I have to mimic what he does. Please subscribe and like the video and comment. I'm tired. There we go. You're welcome. There we go. How was mine? I'm the Delulu engineer. I'm only gonna blow up a little bit of chemicals. I swear. Just a little bit of chemicals. Just a little bit. Why are you scared? Why are you scared? Are you scared of little old May? Oh my god. One sec. Let me move this. I can't see. Fuck. Scream for I can't scream very well in general. Like my voice gives out. It's not the best. Even when I like scream in horror, it kind of just pitters out at some point. Okay, gonna grab this. I'm grabbing the video that has to be uploaded for Tatsi to edit. And you're gonna edit this, Tatsi. I'm gonna break your fucking knees. You understand me? Oh, I already downloaded it. Oops. There we go, got it. Editor files. Get in there. Get in there. Make Tatsi edit them. This is because Sen showed up. I'm banning him. Yep. I expect there was 3 rounds. I expect 3 videos. 10 minutes long each. Snap to it. I'll give you the link after stream. Even Ada right now. Can we expect her to scream? No, Luca told me how to do it right and I forgot, and I did it once and never could do it again, and they were so pissed off. They say that I a lot, like oh,
look at him choke!
Yeah, that's all I can do is choke.
Look at him suffer!
Yeah, it's true. Me trying to RR is suffering. No, yeah, it's what is it called? Fucking my brain. What is it? Me brain. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. There we go. Slap in my head worked. It made my brain work. Yeah, my ears are bleeding now. Shut up, bitch. Shut up. You loved it. Hooked. And Luca's gonna be so peeved because I didn't show up for her Tuesday, but I played Peak with them off stream, so I think that counts. Like, they're gonna be peeved. What can you do? I'm just gonna quickly look at my videos before, but we may just do... Oh! Don't judge me what that sounded like, okay? Okay, now I remember what we were doing before. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I'll explain what this is first. This is the case that I need to research, so I wanted to do it with you guys before I make a video with my opinion on it. Hentai type. No, it was Saba. Drama! Okay, so... I don't know if I have it up on Twitter, but I'll bring it up here in bookmarks, because I have bookmarks for it. That's something else I'm looking into. Let's see if I can find the post in here. Because people are fighting here. See, Banana Juju. She released on this date one of my first commissions so far, artist down AI, and she promotes AI in it because she had a bad commission experience. I know Kitsuniro, but I wouldn't say we know each other well enough to be friends, but I know of her and I enjoy her stuff. So check out my video premiere tonight. She made a whole video on this, and an artist in the art company came out with a retort, and that's what I wanted to go over because how she portrays it and the screenshots are very different. And Juju has been in a lot of different like little controversies, not so. I would have to say she's a bit entitled here so far, but we'll see. I haven't watched the full video, so we're gonna go through it. So pretty much they made a video shaming this artist for being late with the commission from my and promotes AI drama in it. From my understanding so far, I've read through this commission and it seems pretty normal. So far, the commission project, and it's supposed to be 4 weeks. It's late, but there's lots of like redos on this art that they had to do, and that means it's going to take longer, and I don't know what happens really at the end here. So we're going to go through it. We're going to watch Juju's first, see what she has to say, and then go over the document and see how they line up with each other and kind of make a idea of, do we think this was the right course of action? Because there's been a lot of backlash about it because Juju tries to promote AI art in this. And as we know, in the past, she has used AI art and didn't really care about it. And AI art is a big hot button topic that a lot of people have, that a lot of artists don't like AI art. So artists are late. Yeah, artists can be late. That's the thing. It happens, especially when you have a lot of like revisions on a work. You can be late. You need to finish an edit first. Okay, bitch. You can't. Okay, I would be fine if it was late. My problem is you tell me they're shit and don't do them. That's different. That's never delivering, Nancy, but we're gonna get a drink. Just do it. I don't care about the bit rate. We need uploads. I don't care about full-on quality. We're fixing it as we go. You can't have perfection straight away. I'm up and I'm smacking things. We are just building a channel's hours right now. So we're gonna learn fucking learn how to make the videos we want to make with these videos as we build up the hours. By the way, go watch the new video that I've linked at the top of the screen of the new video as I slap my desk at Tati. It was good. But, so we're trying our best and we're finding what we like to make. But I can't spend all stream beating up Tatsi, okay guys? I'm gonna go get a drink and then we'll go on to this. I don't want to be like fully on who's right or wrong here because we're just gonna line up. We're investigating. We're gonna line up. There should be a video tagged up the top here on the gaming channel. A new gaming channel video came out right here. It should be tagged here. Yeah. Hopefully. I'll be back. Sorry, I'm frozen because I'm standing up. Pinned. Okay. And I will be right back. So we're going to try and we're investigating. Put on our monocles, guys. We're investigating. Who is right and who is wrong here? Or are they both wrong? I don't know. Or are they both right? I don't know. I think he's telling me so I can like stop talking about important things. Because I might be like talking about something important. Horrifying. Horrifying. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Ninja. Thank you for the $2 dues. Sorry I wasn't here. Well, I went there. I didn't see it straight away, but what was horrifying? No, you can only disable the beginning ones if you run ads every 3 minutes. And, Twitch took away the thing of being able to disable ads. You have to have 3 minutes of ads now on Twitch.
What the hell is this?
You cannot disable it. I think it's been like that for like a year or two now. So the only thing you can do is schedule them in the minute you want. No, 3 minutes of ads every hour. You can only choose how it's scheduled, and I think mine's scheduled 1.5 minutes every 30 minutes or something. I've tried a few other ways, and people... honestly, no one likes them in any way I can set them up, but that's just how it is. Hey, Lilith! Ah, the sun's in my eyeball! No! No! It's like right in my eye! But yeah, you can't... You used to be able to turn them off years ago, I think. But you can't anymore. That's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing. You either can... And I try and fix them up every now and then, try something different. So you can either do the ads more often or more less often. I went the more less often because that means you only get hit with it once, but I don't really know what people prefer. So, but most people seem to be like, it all kind of sucks, so what can you do, so. Yeah, that's really all you can do, because even Kick has ads, YouTube has ads, they all have ads. I'm fairly certain you can't, because you need to play ads to do pre-roll, but no, you cannot get rid of ads. Yeah. You cannot get rid of ads. Twitch changed it over 2 years ago. And beautifully, even if you try to lower it, they will do the minimum of ads. They will do it. You can snooze them, but that's about it. You can pause them, but they will play eventually, because they stop letting, at some point, they won't let you snooze anymore. Kind of thing. Okay, we're gonna watch the Juju video on this to see what her side of the story is on this, and then go over the document and see what the artist side of the story is on this, okay? She pretty much is saying this is the worst artist experience she ever has, and from what people are saying, she's promoting AI in it, so we'll see. Yes, yeah, that sounds around 3 times. Okay, let's go.
Then I can completely understand. When artists treat you like this, then I can completely understand why some people rather prefer just generating the image themselves rather than to go through this hassle.
Honestly, pretty bad start already. Some artists are hard to work with, so I'd rather just steal their art, right? I'm sorry. That is such a bad take already.
I wanted to get a chibi model of my model for my birthday in August, so I started commissioning this early May already, just to have plenty of time, you know, hype up and have.
So May, June, July, August, but I'm pretty sure her scheduled date was July 1st. She wanted it by, so 3 months depending when in May she put it in there. Honestly, that's pretty tight schedule to art and rig, but depends what you're getting done there.
Have something special to celebrate during the birthday. So I found this artist over on VGen.
Fuck, my head's in the way. 1 sec. Because as you know, most models take a bit. I'm just gonna put my ass here. No, I'll put it near her titties. It's fine. Is that right? Yeah, that's good.
Have a really, really cute style. I commissioned them, and it was supposed to be finished already in June, which I thought,
Oh, it's June. Wait. So, okay, it wasn't June. It was in July. It was June. So she wanted the art done from May to June. That's pretty
tight.
Ordering it in May, being ready in June. I'm just like, damn, they're working fast, right? Here's where everything started going wrong. I hate this with the artist community. Seriously, I'm so frustrated because...
Okay, I don't think this is great to just throw the entire artist community because of one bad experience.
I understand that the business is hard and you're trying to get as many commissions as possible to make a living, but it's not nice to take someone's money and then you are overworked or you have too many.
I would have to say here, from my understanding from the documents, it was $150 for the art for this model, so this isn't with the rig, and Jubu only paid 75 USD. Because she paid 50% of it, so.
Commissions running at the same time. Also very confusing, not knowing in what order my commission is placed, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
My before 5 people, it's getting worse, just hang on. We agreed to push that.
I am curious if this artist has a, oh, my model moved, a timeline, because a lot of artists have like a calendar to show.
Date until July 1st, which is like next week. So after me so much, I thought like, you know what, I'm gonna contact the artist and see how far along they are on the project. Whereupon they send me pictures of another commissioner. You know, it's not private and all, but I just don't like when people share artwork from other people. I think it's something that is like trust between the artist and the customer. The artist started like, yeah, but I'm working on this chibi before I start working on yours. And I'm just like, yeah, but dude, you already started working on mine. And now you're telling me that you're working on someone else's? Like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, usually a lot of artists jump between projects. They don't just like fully do one at a time usually. From my experience, usually. It really depends on the artist. A lot of them do write down.
And the commission is supposed to be done in a week. Well, they started getting more and more.
Yeah, workload does affect things and changes. And from what I remember from the writing, Juru does ask for quite a few changes, but we need to read that afterwards. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
Upset, I had a feeling. Because they basically told me it's not gonna be ready until July 1st because the hair has way too many layers. It's like, dude, I sent you reference pictures. You knew what my character looked like before you accepted the order.
Yeah, but, okay, I'm gonna say this, artists aren't omnipotent. You know, if they haven't done the hairstyle before, they're not really gonna know 100% how long this thing. You know, shit happens. Some things have errors. Things have projects. You know, some things turn out to be harder than they were supposed to be. And so... yeah.
Order, and now you tell me it's way too advanced and you need more time. And it keeps going, guys. It keeps going. They go on and say they need approximately 3 weeks longer, so that would be like end of July. And I wrote back like, I understand the situation and I'm sorry you're dealing with personal problem. I don't know why they brought up the personal problem, because you need to separate your business with personal life, right?
Yeah, but they can't it's like getting sick. It happens, even with work. It's like, you have to separate your business with personal life. What the fuck's she supposed to do if she gets sick or has to go to the hospital? Huh? Like, just like, you have to separate the business. I feel like they expect artists just to, like, pump it out, never get sick, never have problems, and nothing ever to go wrong. That's not how business works. Does people actually know how business works?
It's not my fault as a customer if you're dealing with some stuff. You need to calculate for this, or at least let me know or cancel the...
Well, she's letting you know right now as it's coming up. That's a point. I know she's kind of being a bit demanding in this situation, Juju.
Or whatever. They're trying to guilt trip me that I'm basically stressing them out. And basically, because I kept pushing.
Okay, let me see. Where is this guilt tripping? Let's have a look. Where is this writing of guilt tripping? I understand the situation. I'm sorry to hear you are dealing with personal problem. We all have our load. Wait, that's her. Fuck. Why is she saying, however, as a paying customer who supports human artists? What? Don't know why you had to bring up AI. Okay, then where is their AI stuff? I need to find her DMs. Does she mention the other chick's DMs? I'm trying to find it in here. Here we go.
You need to separate your business with personal life, right? It's not my fault as a customer if you're dealing with some stuff. You need to calculate for this, or at least
I know. As a streamer, I should just never take breaks and just always stream for my community. I should stream, get all my videos out, and I should separate my personal life, my personal problems from my work.
No, or cancel the order or whatever. They're trying to guilt trip me that I'm basically stressing them lie, and
here we go. The delivery take probably 3 weeks. I understand I originally mentioned June 13th, not June 1st, but I was out of work due to my move 2 weeks ago. I try to deliver the models as professionally as possible, which is why I take my time. If you like us speed up the process, we can remove the banana assets from the model. Unfortunately, I can't work on your model most non-stop because of my condition, but I'll do my best. I'm not an AI. Okay, so she is sick too. So she had to move and she's sick. That can generate images. I'm not an AI that can generate images in seconds. I'm a human being who takes their time and puts heart into every piece of work. Every stroke carries care, and each delivery reflects my effort and passion. Okay, maybe that last one is a bit, could be guilty, but I do think it's like she's trying to explain that, you know, I'm a person, stuff happens. You know what I mean? That's what happens. Like, you're dealing with people, not a company. It's not a blind company that's selling you shoes from China. You know, like, this is an artist. The work takes time.
Guilt trip me that I'm basically stressing them out. And basically, because I kept pushing and just like...
We need dates. We need more solid dates. But to be fair, Juju was saying it was June 1st. It was supposed to. And she's saying the date was June 13th. There's a big difference, like, end of, you know, then...
Listen, I want to be quite frank. I was expecting this already in July because I want to get it rigged and have it for my birthday stream. So maybe it's best to agree to cancel.
Hey, Bernica, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Delinquents.
The order, right? If you can't finish it on time, since it's the second time.
Okay, I'm gonna move my ass again so we can read this. Okay. A bit better.
You can't hold the delivery date. They basically say, give me a week. All of a sudden, they just need a week to finish the project.
Yeah, imagine if an actual job company said, no, you can't move because you're working. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Which was just like, okay, so you're going from 3 weeks down to 1 week.
Because time, in case stuff happens. Yeah, but that's the thing. Stuff does happen, and that is usually put into the TOS, especially with changes. If changes are done to the work, it takes longer. It's also onto the, like, because Juju is a business. She should commission in time to make sure she'll have the work too. Because this was already a very tight schedule Juju had set up, right? And so it goes both ways on this for me. But I feel like you're working one-on-one with the person. You have to have realistic expectations. And I feel a lot of people go into work with artists with unrealistic expectations on what you can get. You cannot get a corporate level of consistency from a one-man like person running and doing the art. That, like, if it's a long-term like problem, like months and months of late, that's fucked up. But if it's just like, oh, this has to be delayed 2 weeks because of my move, that's the kind of stuff to be expected when you're working with a cheaper alternative. Especially, as I always say, you go cheap, expect cheap outcomes. You're paying for someone who is more inexperienced with workloads than, say, if you spend $600 on a very experienced artist that works for a studio. You know what I mean? So when she paid $75, 50% down, you get $75 of quality. You know what I mean? You are going with a more inexperienced artist with a tighter workflow. Yeah, first come, first serve is pretty common too, yeah.
Just because I'm stressing or what. Also, it makes me feel like now they are gonna stress out on this commission. This is several red flags, right? And then basically I reply, please look after yourself and I will wait patiently till the 1st of July. And they switch the fucking conversation and basically, now listen to this and I quote, I also wanted to tell you that please once this commission is over, don't ever commission me anymore. I'm hating every
I need to see the name on this. Ooh, this is brutally rough that they wrote this. Damn, this did not need to be said by the artist.
Moment of this commission, since it exhausts me and a lot of drawing the same character so often. I hope you understand me. Thank you. And of course, I'm making the best chibi, so don't worry about the final result just because I'm asking you.
Okay, another thing, from what I understand from the company, this is not an English-speaking company. I'm pretty sure it's like Indonesian, Filipino or something. So I will try and keep that in mind, but that is a rough, brutal sentence.
If you can deliver by the agreed date, now you're basically telling me I shall never ever order with you again. So I reply back, reading this made me really sad and confused. As a paying customer...
Well, that's the thing. Most home builders, fence builders and stuff, they have written in the contract that things get delayed. Most houses don't get built on time because of rain, because of issues, because of delays, because of the stuff like that. You know, shit happens. Even with them, you cannot expect your house to be built on the quoted date. It rarely ever happens. You know what I mean?
I don't want to listen to this.
Yeah, I do agree with Advisor that that's the shit you say when you're done with the commission. When the commission's done, okay? When the commission's done, it's just like, oh, and there's a nicer way to say that. Oh, I won't be accepting more commissions from you in the future, sorry. Or, you know, just say nothing and never accept a commission again. That's what I would do, but if I don't want to work with them again, I would just not accept a commission again.
Please stop working on this commission and let's settle on an agreement for the work you have done so far. I forgot to read this. That delivery takes approximately 3 weeks, and I understand I originally mentioned June 13, but I was out of work due to my move 2 weeks ago. I tried to deliver the model as professionally, and unfortunately I can't work on your model non-stop because of my condition, but I'll do my best. I'm not an AI that can generate images.
Exactly. If you're unhappy from the get-go with the delay, just ask for a refund. If it can't be fixed, refund. But it does mean you don't get any of the art. If you do get a refund, that's usually how it works.
In seconds. I'm human and that takes time to put the heart into the piece of project. First of all, I don't understand why they have to drag in AI into this. What the hell? And why are you comparing yourself to an AI-generated image when I commissioned you, I paid you, you're a human, and then they basically answered back.
I did read on the post about this, yeah, that the artist was not comfortable working with Juru, but this is through a studio or something, and so the studio said they should do it anyway. Yeah, the artist brought up AI first. It's because Juru supports or AI usage or something. So I think they don't like Juru, from my understanding of this problem, that the studio was pushing the artist to work with her. A bit. But I didn't know until this that she brought up AI first. So it does seem like she's trying to bring it into it. Yes, exactly. Can I commission you again? Sorry, all booked up. That's it. That's the end. That's all that needs to happen. But I think a lot of people have to realize most of the artists on VGen and on the internet are not professional artists. They're teenagers or young people just doing this on their free time. So I feel like the idea too is that, oh, I'm paying an artist for professionalism. Dude, you're mostly likely just actually hiring a hobbyist. And most of these are not professional artists. That's something to keep in mind too.
That they don't ever want to work with me again because they are literally hating every moment of this commission. So I wrote to them at 20:01 last night that reading this makes me sad and I don't want to keep this commission going. So please let's just settle on an agreement for the work they had done so far, right? I don't know. I feel like I should compensate them for working on it at least. They just kept going all night after I told them to stop. I just want to give you an idea how it is working with some artists, especially since the artist community feels like they are so fucking privileged and
Why is she bringing up the entire artist community? The artist community is so fucking privileged. I'm sorry. Like, I understand this. Like, keep the issue to you versus them. You know, this artist and your problem. Why is the entire art community getting thrown under the bus here? Of the art community is so privileged. How, bro? How? What are we talking about even? I'm sorry. That just really rubs me the wrong way.
And sitting there on their unicorns and going like, we're losing our jobs to AI. But then they are treating paying customers like they are a piece of trash, right? So I find this is important.
Piece of okay, I would say this is not a good situation, but I wouldn't say she's getting treated like a piece of trash. Was so bad they made me hate all artists. Well, art is pretentious. Most movie makers are pretentious. Oh, there's a people who are pretentious. Doesn't make every artist pretentious and on their unicorn high horse living the high life. Most artists don't get paid very well at all. Whether artists shouldn't throw the rest in the same pot. Exactly, we agree. It's the same thing of like, you shouldn't generalize men, women, like groups of individuals into one bad experience, right? It's kind of annoying.
To bring up. They reply back to me and going, sadly, I cannot stop the commission now since I already started. And I haven't been able to sleep because I want to deliver it on time. It is causing me stress. The time I've invested cannot be recovered. So I will keep working on your chibi model until it is done. And they just like, no, I can't stop. I'm going to keep going no matter what. Even if you tell me like, no, I'm going to fucking keep going. I'm just like, what the hell? And so they send me like...
Odd. That's odd. I'm hoping they release more of the DMs because I'm so freaking confused.
Like a bunch of pictures where they've just been working all night. Like literally every hour I get a...
Oh yeah, stabbing artists are for real thing. And for real, there is some very pretentious artists. 100%. But there's just like... I do think it's bad to generalize.
A picture of how much progress they made on the character. It's like, stop! I am done. I don't want to keep working with you. I've had enough of your childish tantrums, so please stop. For the love of God, just fucking stop. Then I get an answer back while having morning coffee, going like, hello, I understand that the people can change their minds, but I've already spent a considerable amount of time and effort on this commission.
Yeah, I feel like she should have just
I like to deliver the final product.
I think she should have just refunded it.
For you to pay. The thing is, I don't even want to use this chibi now after being like, after having these conversations, it's a chibi model that I would never use on stream because chances are that one of my viewers goes like, oh, this is so cute and adorable. But imagine someone comes in chat and says, hey, we love your chibi model because honestly, it is fucking adorable, right? But then I would have to tell them, yo, this artist drew it. And then they get the idea, oh, maybe I should commission them too. Should I then say like, don't go there because it's been absolutely awful? See, I understand why more and more people tend to go for AI. This is sad.
Can you like delete that America? Like comment, it's really weird. I don't know what the hell he's saying, Tatsi.
It's just like sad, but it's an eye-opener. When artists treat you like this, then I can completely understand why some people rather prefer just generating the image themselves rather than to go through this hassle. And it doesn't cost you like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? And they...
Okay, how about you commission someone else? You don't have to go to AI. I didn't even read it. Yeah, I just saw it there. I was like, what the fuck is that? Okay, this is the part I don't like. There's one thing having a problem, you know, with your artist. There's one thing going, what the fuck is this? You know, that's fair. To be fair, I think this should have stayed private so far. I don't know, unless they refuse to give a refund. I don't know why this is public in a whole video. But two, why does that equal promoting AI? Okay? As someone who works in the industry and stuff, I don't think promoting, going, oh, I had a bad experience. Please, please. oh, we're gonna use AI instead. It's a bit weird. Yeah, we're going over this controversy she had about, like, with an artist, and she promotes AI, so it's just, like, we're going through the documents on what the artist released and what she said and having our opinions on it. Personally, I'm not a fan of using AI art for especially professional use. Like,
they basically telling you like,
One thing for fun.
I'm the worst customer ever and I'm stressing them out. I'm like basically whipping them into working around the clock. I love and have a huge respect for the artist community and I've always supported them. But being treated like this is a fucking eye-opener, man. Anyways, they go...
Why is she saying it like that? She has always had this opinion. I'm just going to be honest, on Twitter, she has said this multiple times. This is not really a new opinion for Juwu of supporting AI. She's saying it's like, this is an eye-opener, and this is an eye-opener. I've always supported us, but she's always like used AI art and said some stuff similar to this, with that you don't have to commission people, so that's a bit odd to me. But also, yeah, one bad experience doesn't mean it makes you should ditch all real artists, you know? It's a bit weird. Yeah, Cutie. She's one of the larger ones I've seen that supports it. One that's blown up recently that supports AI. So it's not exactly new, like, information.
I want to deliver the final project, although I told them to stop.
Just don't
I want
quote
to keep
random
this
weird professional in chat about it.
Professional.
Out of context, it's kind of odd.
And fulfill what is agreed upon.
Hello.
It is not my intention to be disrespectful. I'm simply stating that for personal and professional reasons, I would prefer not to work together again in the future. I hope you can understand. And I absolutely fucking agree. I don't ever want to work with this artist ever again. Professional. I hate every minute of it. End quote. Yeah, this is awful, man. So I reply back, you are acting very unprofessional. I am tired of your insults. I refuse to keep working with you. I don't want to keep working on this commission, full stop. I mentioned previously that we should settle on an agreement for the work that already
Honestly,
been done,
yeah.
but I refuse to keep working.
I do think they should have just settled on an amount and refunded, and she kept the artwork. Like, that's the end. Like, it should have ended there. Yeah, I do think Juru has slightly unrealistic expectation on the artist, but I do think the artist has let personal stuff affect them and should not have conducted themselves in the end like this and should have just let the job go, you know what I mean? Should have been like, bye.
With you. Just understand, as much as you hate working on this, you made me understand more and more that this was a mistake and I don't want to keep this project running anymore. You can't force me to keep this commission running when I told you to stop.
I feel like low budget Pikaru-chan is a compliment, because even low budget Pikaru's cute,
sorry,
so
she says that you're feeling this way. Yeah, she is sorry that I'm feeling this way. Please understand, at no point did I intend to disrespect you. What? In fact, I've always treated you with professionalism and courtesy. If anything,
I don't think either is very professional here. Also, I don't think this should have been a video unless they literally refused to refund them, which I think they did refund them. Why is this a video? Why is this dirty laundry out here?
Feel that the one being pressured and spoken to harshly during this process is her. And regardless, I remain respectful throughout, even under stress. And since you made it clear that you will like to cancel the commission, I will respect your decision and stop all work on the project immediately. Well, thank fucking goodness they at least got the memo that they're supposed to stop. So now I'm the asshole. And that's the experience of working together with certain artists, especially since everyone is bashing in with the AI. Like, so you're supporting AI, you're not supporting real life artists. And yes, I do support real life artists, but this is how they treat me. And this is just one example. I have many.
Okay, I'm just going to say here, Russian roulette on the internet when getting jobs is always Russian roulette. It's not just artists, it's any field. If you try and get work, a product, or anything on the internet, even when you buy a video game on Steam, it's Russian roulette. Will it be any good? That is just how business works. Nothing is 100% foolproof. And it's like saying you should like cut out an industry just because some of it doesn't work well. It's a little iffy for me.
Anymore.
Yeah, I really feel this didn't need to be a video. slamming this. Like, why was this made a video? I don't really understand. But I do watch those. Shouldn't have been a video, maybe an annoyed tweet, even that, but I would just have left it in the background. Personally, yeah, this seems more like she's connecting it to the drama she got into about supporting AI. Because she got into some crap about that, than really about the artist. Yeah, she needs to vent. She has personally, I do think this should have stayed personal, because that would have been professional to me. If we're going to talk about, professionalism, I don't think slamming artists that you've worked with is professional either, and I don't think it's going to help them get more artists working with them, because I don't think this is good for her either, because it says the message to artists, if she doesn't enjoy working with you, she's going to make a video about you, and I feel like she's going to have a hard time getting commissions, even on that side of it. I do think they were both not professional in this. And the artist definitely was letting their personal, point of view get in the way of them doing their job. And definitely should have accepted the request for the refund straight away. As soon as you requested a refund, you give it. I have a couple emails about pre-orders or stuff that hasn't arrived. And honestly, even if they do arrive, if they want a refund, I give it straight away. And that's just how you should do it. Not gonna have a good time on VGen. Exactly. I think both were not having a good time. I see Wings Thanks to Follow, welcome in. I have a feeling that she still doesn't fully understand the power in her following, because she will say things like making a video which almost destroy the artist's rep. It's like punching down. I do think some people do not realize once, because she did blow up rather quickly, that she doesn't realize that she may not realize she can do that for sure. Yeah, I do think this was a lose-lose situation doing this, and I do think it's a bit odd promoting AI with it. Because AI for fun, sure, and I know it has environmental impact, but when I'm only going to connect it with the job aspect, I do think businesses using AI, that especially AI, which is most AI, trained on other artists' work, is rude as fuck. And the idea of why Vtuber is why it's rude as fuck to do it is Vtuber's whole brand, whole existence is built around artists. They wouldn't exist without artists. So them using AI that steals their artwork to make it is just seen as rude. It's also shooting yourself in the foot, because artists are not going to work for you, because AI can't make Vtuber models. The end. You may get some illustrations and stuff, but they can't make VTuber models. Because that's also another point I want to point in here, which is a great point. She says, oh, I need this model. I should have just used AI. AI cannot separate models to be rigged into it. It cannot be made in the same way you need it for a live 2D model. So you can't actually use AI to make live 2D models. It's because of the way it needs to work, pretty much. The layering works. Yeah, so this is something to definitely think of it, but I think this just is a video that didn't need to be made. But we're going to go over what the artist released about it in their studio that they work with, about their communication with Juwoo, because we're going to see both sides of this story, you know what I mean? And we'll determine what we think here. Obviously, the truth lies somewhere in between of this, and that was our impression from the video, that we think they both weren't acting professional, and the video probably shouldn't be made. Hyperbole? I think it's because she was getting trash on Twitter for supporting AI, why she bring it up. But it's also because the artist bring up AI, probably because, from my understanding, they don't really like Juwoo. They didn't want to work with Juwoo either. But let's get into this. What's a hyperbole? Hyperbole? Is that not supposed to be? It's supposed to be like, I don't know how to describe it off the top of my head. Fuck my life. Me brain, no work, good day. Okay. Everything began in late April when our artist posted on Twitter that she was opening emergency commissions to a difficult personal situation. Oh, so Juwoo was aware she was in a difficult personal situation. When she got the commission? Okay, that's interesting. She was in the middle of relocating after Donald Trump won the presidency. Although she was legal resident in the US, her mother was not. And as the political climate became increasingly hostile, they made the decision to return to their home country together to avoid being separated. Fair, that is a very intense situation, especially if the commission came from that post. That also means Ju was aware of this intense situation. Well, that's the thing. She left, well, this is an actual situation that affects her. She left so her mother would not be separated from her because she's not a legal immigrant. I think that's fair. A fair reason to need to relocate in that situation. That post received a lot of support and many people reached out to commission her work in solidarity. Among them was a client on question. On May 3rd, this client contacted us to request a commission. During the same period, when emergency commissions were being accepted, because of the timing, we assumed that this request was also part of that wave of support shown to artists during a difficult moment. Yeah, major factor and variable. Hi, Papa Rico, I love your style and was wondering if you do available for describe your project. Look for a chibi model. Are you available for work? Okay, so first contact is May 3rd, and she wanted it by June 1st-ish. So that's not even a month yet, depending. Hyperbole is exaggerating, like saying this is the best thing I ever ate without it. To be fair, that is something to take in mind. Congo is right. Streamers, content creators are very bad for exaggerated speech. So you have to take their opinions with some grain of salt, as we know, because, you know, everything is the worst, everything is the best, because of freaking content creator brain. Hello, yes, our commission are open. Are you still interested? Take your time to explain to me what you want. The first communication with the client was on May 4th. However, the commission was not officially confirmed until May 13th. So it would have been 2 weeks-ish. If she wanted June 1st, that's only 2 weeks. If she did 4 weeks, that means she was right in around June 13th, not June 1st or something. Or I'm messing up the dates. Another manifesto. Sometimes it feels like that. As the client often took several days to respond, if you check the message timestamps, you'll notice that she would typically reply 1 or 2 days later. Regarding the commission itself, it was for a chibi model. The base price was 150 USD, but after the client requested an additional asset, the total increased to 200 USD. She asked if she could pay half of the amount up front, and we agreed to this arrangement as a sign of goodwill and flexibility. And another point I wanted to bring in there, if you are slow with your replies when you have like fixing up stuff, that's going to delay things too, because you can't expect to reply to questions every 2 days and expect a project to stay on task. You know what I mean? Personally, when I do little clip edits, I mention that in there. It's like, this is my timeline, but if you have slow communication for fixes, that will eat up time. You know, because logic. But it's good to mention it because not everyone thinks about that. That's the thing. I think it was just their perception. Some people do just take perception. Exactly. Dead work time. Yes, please, I'd be interested in getting a chibi model from you. Are you providing art plus rig or just artwork? Can you tell me more about your work progress? How long would it take? How much? What's included? I send you my character. Are you comfortable drawing dreadlocks? Another day. Once the commission begins, it will take 3 to 4 weeks. The VTuber model, only the art. 2 days later. So for model or art 150, is that included with the monkey tail or does that it cost extra? How many revisions are included? Revisions. Fuck, I can't read. It's also spelt wrong, but what can you do? And how often do you update? Yes, the tail is included and the revisions are unlimited. Sounds amazing. Is it full payment up front or do you offer payment plans? And if possible, can you send me some of your previous work, like Showcase? This is the one I working on in my first chibi. The chibi is so cute. I would love to get one from you with the dreads, of course, and the jungle outfit. How many outfit for you want? Thank you. I'm glad you like my art style. Yeah. Because as a customer, if I'm paying half up from it, it's with the expected date timeline will be met for sure. That's the thing. But if you have a timeline and it needs feedback, you know what I mean? If you need feedback, like, and you want lots of changes, and you take a day or two to reply, that's not on the artist, that's now on you, because you're not replying causing delays. You can't expect someone to keep to a timeline when they cannot continue with your project if you don't reply. That is something to keep in mind. You can't be like, yes, it's why I bully you, but I am aware, like, I am bad at replying. It's why I was like 2 weeks late on a different editor, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, no, it's not your fault. I was so late to get you these files. Just do what you gotta do. Because sometimes, as the client, you're the problem. And sometimes I'm the problem. That's good to admit. Because that's gonna increase time. Bad is enough. Shut the fuck up, boss. For the extra expression, the bigger banana plus you have some example. I would sketch something. Yes, please. It's gonna be very helpful. Banana, na, 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 na. Something like this. Yeah, that's why I think as an artist, especially, that's to keep in mind, artists aren't always aware of this. As you find these obstacles, put it in your TOS. But to be fair, I'm going to be real, a lot of people don't read TOS. A lot of people don't read that you put it all down there, and they just don't read it. But a lot of artists do try and outline that this stuff happens, but people just don't read it too. So, but should be something aware as a consumer, as a customer. You know, definitely. If you're unaware of it, be aware of it. Because, and definitely read TOSs. Read the descriptions of things you order, 100%. But to be fair, that's why there are growing pains in less professional artists. Like, if it's just a random artist you find on VGen, you may have more hurdles than someone who is a high professional. When talking non-refundable deposits. Exactly. That's why I'd say, even if they're not going to read it, put it in there. Put it in there. Especially at some point if you put no refunds. Start with artwork order first. Let's discuss rigging once the artwork is done. I would love to work together. Let me know if I can place the order. Okay, so chibi and then rigging through someone else, 150. Banana outfit, 50, so 350 total. But she doesn't do, the rigging goes to someone else. Happy Mother Day. Would you like to pay me directly through PayPal? This is on the 11th. VGen. Let's try if it doesn't work. So this is just about them paying. Request, proposal. They paid through VGen, it looks. For asking, but why is it 200 now? And I didn't agree on... And didn't we agree on half? Now half when delivering order. Sorry, I was wrong yesterday. I was outside my house all day and I forgot that you only wanted half. I will change soon. Thank you so much. 13th. On the 13th, they fixed it. On the same day. Yay, thank you. Yes, I'm going through them right now to put the tracking in. So, and I will email, get in contact if I have any problems with them going around. And just pop me an email or a DM if you don't see the tracking go through by the end of the week, okay? At one point, the client questioned our professionalism. However, we believe it's important to point out that while paying only half of the commission up front is not a standard practice, we understand her situation and out of empathy and flexibility agreed to her proposal. Likewise, when someone requested a service, it is generally expected the communication remains consistent. Taking 2 days to respond repeatedly could also be viewed as unprofessional and may suggest a lack of interest in the service being provided. Despite this, we continue to handle the process with respect and commitment. Upon arriving in her home country, our artist hoped to settle in and resume work. Although she was able to work for 1 week, the circumstances were far from ideal. She was sharing the living room of her sister's house with her mother, had no personal space or proper desk, and the only way she could work was sitting on the floor. Additionally, the emotional toll of being forced to relocate, not by choice, but out of necessity, was still deeply affecting her. This had a significant impact on her mental and emotional well-being, making it impossible for her to continue working throughout the month of May. And nevertheless, during that 1 week of productivity, our artist did manage to send a progress update to the client, which was the following. So she did get a progress update within 2 days or so? So that's good. Not always. It depends. Some artists don't do it. Some do. But I would say usually it's offered on first-time clients a lot. Because, you build up trust. But especially the more expensive a project, they tend to offer it. Follow this. Despite all the challenges, the artist still had other emergency commitments previously accepted, meaning the client in question was not the only one on her queue. It is not abnormal to have multiple people in queue. It's also important to clarify that our artist had a psychological prevention from focusing on a single commission for extended periods. Working intensely on the same character for too long causes discomfort, which is why she needed to take breaks or switch between different... This is not uncommon, I would say. It is good to have in your TOS or something if you have ADHD or something like that. Because a few artists I have worked with do have multiple commissions at the same time. But still, that is not an excuse. But it is a reason, and I do think they should mention that. But I think the question here is if Juwoo knew they were taking emergency commissions because they were relocating. But I definitely think they should have quoted a more realistic time because of the relocating, if that's the case. Even so, she has committed to not delaying this particular commission. She made the effort to continue working from her iPad, despite not having all the proper tools. Nonetheless, on May 25th, she managed to share a preliminary sketch with the client as a sign of progress. Okay, May 25th. Here we go. We got a good sketch. If I contact you via Discord, it's more comfortable for me communicating there. My Discord handle is send you a request on Discord. I'm under the flag, but yeah. So we got coloring started, hair going. It's looking good. 25th. Let me zoom in. I can't read this. I said zoom, bitch. It won't let me zoom. Why the fuck won't it let me zoom? Why, where are you, Zoom? Why can't I find you? Enhance. Enhance! I said enhance! Okay, why is this not letting me enhance? That's the real question here. I don't even see the plus. There's like no plus here. Where's my plus? What am I? I can't read that shit. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in and it's not working. That's no better. Control scroll wheel? Okay, I'll try that. Transform. There we go. Okay, scroll wheel. No, control scroll wheel is not working. Is my... Oh, that's why it's not working. My keyboard went flat. Jarvis enhance. Oh wait, Jarvis isn't online. Shut the fuck up. I'm like that furiously. Why are you not working? Oh, my lights are off. Classic, I know. Fucking classic. It's because I rarely charge it. Okay, that's how the situation came to an end. Artist proceeded the refund. As to be completely honest, she already planned to issue it. Wait. Oh wait, we're in the wrong spot. We're too far ahead. Okay, we're here. Enhance. Oh, that's why I don't use wireless. I don't usually, but this one has a call. Mine still has the batteries from when I bought it 4 years ago. Yeah, the pink one isn't at this desk right now. I've been using that on the laptop. So this is a chargeable one. It usually lasts a couple days because it turns itself off, but yeah. So we were here, 25th. Oh, hi, hello. Hi, how about to get you back to drawing? Hi, is so cute. I love the little chibi. I wanted to ask if you can make their hair longer. Execute if you still. Choco, okay, like this. Wants to fix things, yep. So around the 25th, she had fixes. Okay. So, you know, time. But also, have you thought about the gaming pad, anything? I'm willing to up the price for it because I know it's quite complicated. Let me know. First, let me investigate how it is done because it could be my first time doing that asset. Sure thing. Okay, so she's asking for other assets too. Del, can you hold hands? Oh, but that's how you get pregnant, bro. You're not supposed to hold hands until you're married. Okay, so much floof. Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, more updates with the changes, and she changes them quite quickly. Thanks for making the changes. She's perfect. I love her. Thank you. I'm trying to do my best. Hello, Jiwoo. Let me know how to make the asset. The cost will be 80. Let me know if you're still interested. Is that with the rig or artwork? That would be just the artwork. For the rigging is not me. It's the other artist in our studio. Let me think about till tomorrow and I get back to you, okay? See, definitely English is not their first language. Don't worry. Take your time. That was the last update our artist provided during the month of May. Okay. So around 25th. That was during for artist was finally able to move into her new home for the first time since the process began. She had her own room and a proper desk, allowing her to focus fully on her work. Naturally, setting up and organizing her new space took some time. I asked the client if she could have a bit more time originally expected. The client agreed and gave her a deadline until the end of month to deliver the commission. Although the artist felt the time frame was tight, she believed she could finish on time. Yeah, there is a language barrier, especially seeing Jiwoo does seem to not speak English as their first language either. So, hi Reaper. No worries, we can always add the gamepad to your model in the future if you'd like. I also wanted to let you know that your model might take a bit longer than expected to complete, since your character has very long hair, and the process of separating it into layers can take more time than I originally anticipated. So thank you so much for your patience and understanding. Okay. This is a big thing here. So she got in contact her 3rd of the 6th. And she said the deadline was June 1st. But that was never the case. The deadline's June 13th, 14th, because it's 3 to 4 weeks from when the commission went through, which was May 13th, 14th. So that is an incorrect fact that Jiwoo put forward here. But also she mentions here that it's going to be late, before the deadline of 4 weeks. And she says yes. Something we can work on later. I'm okay with it taking long. How much time do you need? To update your guaranteed delivery date. Guaranteed delivery date was updated to June 30th. To be fair, June 30th here, if it's still not ready by 30th, that's a problem there. So that's something to keep in mind. Eventually, the artist was able to begin working seriously on the Vtuber mode. However, the client decided to make several changes that were not included in the original references, which forced the artist to redo several parts of the body. At the same time, our artist was also working on another Vtuber model commissioned by a different client who had booked earlier than the current one. That other client was also asked for extra time, and upon explaining their situation, they were very understanding. As a result, the working environment was much more pleasant, and the commission was delivered within the agreed deadline. Yes. Yes, this one is by June 30th. They changed it to the end of the month, but it does mean the original date wasn't right. It means this person only delayed it 2 weeks, not a month, like portrayed in the video, I guess. Yeah, we don't care about the other artists, other than I guess she's working on multiple things at the same time. Other than she does have multiple projects, which isn't abnormal. But what I want to know about how many changes were made, so we can know, because 2 weeks and then ask for changes, it's going to take longer, you know? So, well, thank you for sharing your update. So, 11th of the 6th. So, here's the model. You're welcome. Please note that the orange top is not supposed to be shown if wearing leaf bikini. Okay, I know it's one of the reference picture I sent you, but once she had jungle outfit on, it actually toggle off is part of the nude base model. Okay, so here's a change because the reference, different reference. So thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Please note that the looks amazing. Yeah, such. Okie dokie, noted. Also, vines around the tail. I think it is also not on the reference I send you. Thing is, my model mama did last minute add-ons. Okay, thank you. So more add-ons around 11th too. Okie, noted. You're the best. Okay. I had asked on the June 10th, and by November I messaged them. Running in the queue, they admitted that it fell off their list and started at ASP. It came out great at the end. Sometimes shit does happen, and some artists do just disappear. That it's good to keep in mind. That's why I'm trying to give them both the benefit of the doubt here, because sometimes you do get scammed. It does happen, and sometimes shit just happens. So soon in the screen at all times, despite the requested changes, which would normally incur additional charges, our artist chose to be understanding with the client. Okay, this seems like a misconception of their TOS, because she said in the messages above that changes are unlimited. Though she's saying it's add-ons, but I don't think a vine and a boob top change is enough to incur extra fees. I think this is incorrect by what they stated themselves. You know what I mean? Because they said if changes are unlimited, then it's unlimited. And this is not like an add-on of an asset, it's just fixing up the design. She recognized that forgetting certainties can happen to anyone, decided not to charge extra for those adjustments in order to keep the experience friendly and accessible. This is where the main issue began, which ultimately led us to not deliver the final model to this client. The client started asking our artist when the commission would be ready. Our artist informed her, providing evidence that she had just finished her previous commission and was ready to start the final step, which was rendering the client's model. How are you getting along? This is 23rd of the 6th, before deadline. Just curious, because Chibi, so cute, please don't stress. I just finished this one, and you're next. I just wanted to let you know that yours will be a bit more time since hair has multiple layers. Thank you for your patience. This is not my character, a bit confused, so you tell me I have to wait till this one is done. Do they order before or after me? Or are you working on both at the same time? How long till you have the project finally, approximately? Yes, I'm showing your character, and yes, I work on multiple commissions at once due to cycle I have. Also, your model will take more time since the hair has lots of layers. This is thank you for adjusting that hair. I understand that you are busy. Please don't burn yourself out. I was curious to know who approximately it would be finished, so I can start planning. Chibi W dream is to get it for birthday stream in August, so you think you'd be finished by July, so I have time to rig it. You need your commission for July. Let me see if I can finish it by next month. I'll do my best. Either way. I'll let you know if I think I'll be able to finish it on time. I mean, on VGen, I can actually leave it by 1st of July, so that's why I'm curious if it will be to get it by then. Originally, the date was 13th of June. Then we agreed to push it to forward to July 1st, so how much longer do you think you need? I do think it will be ready by July 1st. Her hair has many layers, and I still need to make the banana asset. So she's being honest that it's not going to plan, but I do think there is definitely some language barriers here. Because some things I am seeing are coming off a bit harsher than I think both of them intend to be, but their English, is a little off. To put in contract changes are unlimited. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's great. I don't think it's a great policy to have, but they did mention it, so it's what was promised, so she shouldn't be charged for the changes. It's not a great thing to say, but, agreement is an agreement. Here, our artist again asked for more time and explained her psychological condition to the client so she could better understand the situation. However, the client did not care and continued to pressure the artist when there was only 1 week left before the final delivery. Artist requested 3 weeks to finish the rendering, expressions, and assets, but the client kept up the constant pressure to the point that it made our artist cry. If you look at the messages at all times, our artist remained respectful and polite. There better be more, because that's unfortunate she cried. But this isn't much pressure at this stage, so there better be more messages to explain this pressure. When there was only 1 week left before the final delivery, artist requested 3 weeks to finish the rendering, expression, and the asset, but the client, yep. If you look at the messages at all times, our artist remained respectful, polite, yep. We want to make it clear that from the beginning, our artist was strongly against working with the Vtuber, but after internal discussion, we asked if she could make an exception just this once, as we did not plan to publish the final work in our portfolio and had already decided that we would no longer accept commissions from the client after this project. It's also important to note that our artist is an Afro-Latina woman who, on a personal level, is firmly against certain behaviors and attitudes associated with this client. Still, she was going to through a difficult time to her migration and financial situation and ultimately accepted the commission out of necessity. Don't think this should be mentioned, but I think the company was getting some backlash about, working with her or some shit. I don't know. But I still think it doesn't need to be mentioned. But I also think the company shouldn't have made her work with her. They should have just, you don't want to work with her? Okay, done. Who cares? She's being friends with a model artist. So much of this is just wet. Yeah, I feel like so much of this could have been solved. Easily. That's what thing. I have to look at the company too to make sure. Yes, I understand that the hair is a lot of work, but you knew this before accepting the order. I mean, what hairstyle she had. I just want to know how much longer it would take, considering you have other commissions on the side. I want to know your priority and in what order my commission falls. Don't take this as a critique. I just want to know so I can plan my busy schedule around this. Can you give me dates when to finish a chibi? The delivery will take approximately 3 weeks. I understand originally mentioned June 13th, but I was out of work due to my move 2 weeks ago. I try to deliver the models professionally as possible, which is I take my time. If you don't like to speed the we can remove the banana SS from the model. Fortunately, I can't work on your model non-stop because of my condition, but I'll do my best. I'm not an AI that can generate images. Yeah, we read that one. I understand the situation. I'm sorry to hear you are dealing with personal problem. We all have our load to carry. I recently moved and now how much that stress it is. However, as a paying customer who supports a human artist, I don't know why you had to bring up it because I choose to work with you. I rely on clear communication with the delivery date is set. I trust the artist knows how long it will take them to complete the project. It is the second delivery date, and this is from my perspective as someone who has done art. I don't 100% trust their dates because I know sometimes you think something's going to take a certain amount of time doesn't mean it's 100% show, because trying to predict a project scale is a skill that not everyone has. So that's the thing. For me, in my mind, going, oh, they 100% will stick to that deadline, I know is not something that can always be maintained, but not everyone knows that. So I know my perspective is a little different on that. I rely on clear communication. If the delivery date set, I trust the artist knows how long it would take them to complete the project. It is the second delivery date, and I don't want to keep pushing it forward a third time. You knew what hairstyle and outfit was included in the project before you accepted it. Don't feel it is fair to say that I should remove things I already paid for. Here, how I stand. Fuck, I'm so tired of people constantly bringing it up. Oh, she cut this part out of hers, though. When she posted this, she cut this out. In her video. Here's how I stand. Fuck AI. So tired of people constantly bringing it up. But considering artists don't deliver what they promise, there is no wonder more and more turn to it. Okay. I can see why she cut it out of her video. You should have to be clear from the start that it would take several months to complete this project. Maybe best to agree on cancelling the order if I can finish it in time, since it is the second time you can't hold the delivery date. I didn't see her talk about that part, but that was kind of inflammatory, I would say, and a bit mean too. Cancelling it is fine. Not wanting to put it back at the third date, but bringing in her Twitter drama onto it just because the AI is mentioned is just a bit odd. Yeah, exactly. You pay the premium to make sure, or to be the only client. There's a reason Iron Mouse pays like over 10k for her models to be done in certain periods of time. She pays that premium. Give me a week. I'm tired, but I will try to give you in a week. Please look after yourself. I'll wait patiently till July 1st. So, okay, before the deadline even hit, the second deadline, she was talking about refunding and stuff like that. Okay. It wasn't after July 1st, it was before in June. I do think it's not helping her misconstruing some of these messages, because wanting a refund is fine. Having problems with delays is fine. But this is a bit odd. Please don't forget that I have only paid half of the model so far, and the other half is still pending. Yes, as agreed, I pay full price when model is delivered. If not delivered, then I want a refund for terminating contract. Once the model is started, there are no refunds, and delivery date has already been justified. I'm not paying full price if the model is not delivered by set date July 1st. Okay. I'm going to have to find her TOS for the video, I think, on this to make sure. But yes, some artists don't. If art has already been started, they don't refund the down payment. It's in their TOS. So I feel like we're going to have to look it up to know fully if that's like written down in there. Gotta read that fine print. Well, I'm not paying for, and the price for model is not been by set date. Since the rigging is not paid yet, I'm going to ask her if she still wants to work with you since she has other clients before you. Also wanted to tell you that please, once this commission is over, please don't commission me anymore. I'm hating every moment of this commission since it exhausts me a lot to draw this game so often. I hope you can understand. Thank you. Okay, this response makes it... Okay, I still think it's a bit too inflammatory as a professional, Choco here, but seeing she was already inflammatory up here, I feel like it makes a bit more sense how this got tenser, you know what I mean? Like, this now doesn't seem as out of the blue. I still think it was unprofessional, but seeing Ju already went a little out of bounds, I would say, with her wording here. At this point, our artist makes it clear that she will complete the commission as agreed, but politely asks the client not to contact her again in the future. This decision stems from an ongoing frustration caused by the client's lack of empathy and respectful communication throughout the process. We want to empathize that despite the emotional toll the situation took on her, our artist remained kind, professional, and respectful in every message and update. Not 100% agreed. I feel like she could have done a more professional job on that. But yeah. But yeah, they should have held themselves back. Yeah, it makes more sense, but yes, they should have held themselves back. 100%. Her priority was always to deliver quality work and fulfill a commitment even under pressure and emotional distress. Also want to tell you that please, once the commission blah blah, we read that one, more updates. This is where the most confusing part of the situation begins. The client starts portraying herself as if she hasn't pressured our artist from the very beginning. Suddenly she asks us to stop the commission on least perfection. Our artist had worked overnight in an effort to meet the deadline the client insisted on. But now that the artist sets a clear boundary, the client changes her tone and claims to feel hurt by the situation. In response, our artist explains that although she respects the client's wishes, the time, effort, and emotional toll invested in this project cannot be undone. Therefore, she has decided to complete the commission as originally agreed and deliver the final product, bringing this working relation to the end. Okay, wait. So this is 25th. So she asked for the full refund before even the second date, like the July date. No, this is like 6 days before the July 1st, because we're in June 26th here. Stop, I'm done. So June 25th, she says, I'm done. I don't want to keep working with you. I had enough of your childish tantrums. Stop. Oh, so this is in relation to her saying, I don't want to work with you again. So she doesn't do it because she misses the deadline for the first time. She says she doesn't want to work with her anymore because Choco says she no longer wants to work with her. Okay. Hello, I understand that people can change their minds, but I've already spent a considerable amount of time and effort for the commission, so I'd like to deliver the final product you paid for. I want to keep things professional and fulfill what was agreed upon. It's not my intention to do so. I'm simply stating that for the personal and professional reason, I prefer not to work together again in the future. I hope you can understand. For a different person, it's only like within a 24-hour period. You can't get like a week difference, because she said it was after July 1st. She asked to cancel it because of it, not because of this, you know what I mean? She said it was because she kept missing deadlines, not because she said she didn't want to work with her. And this is like 6 days earlier. So at latest, it's the 26th for Jiwoo, you know what I mean? But America's behind some. But Mexico and America is really close, isn't it? Because she's in Mexico, I think, now. Or something like that. Time zones are hard. Non-dependent for deposit. Exactly. Put it in that writing. I will try and include her TOS in the video when I make it to see what she has written down. The final project you paid for. I want to keep things professional and fulfill what was agreed upon. It's not my intention to be disrespectful. I'm simply stating that for the personal and professional reasons, I would prefer not to work with you again in the future. I hope you can understand that. You are acting very unprofessional, and to be quite frank, I'm tired of your insults. Other than she said it was hard to work with her, that's the only insults I see so far, but I'm not sure. I confused on the other video. She said on her video insults too, but I didn't really see many insults, unless I'm missing something. I refuse to keep working with you. I don't want to keep working on this commission, full stop. I mentioned previously that we should settle on an agreement for the work that's already been done. I refuse to keep working with you. I just understand, as much as you hate working on this, made me understand that it was a mistake working with you. I don't want to keep this project running anymore. I can't force to keep this running when I told you to stop. I'm truly sorry to hear that you feel this way. Please understand that at no point did I intend to disrespect you. In fact, I always treated you with professional courtesy. If anything, I feel I was the one being pressured and spoken too harshly during this project. Regardless, I remained respectful throughout and even under stress. Since you made it clear that you would like to cancel the commission, I will respect your decision. Stop all work on the project immediately. Wait a minute, but she didn't show... Okay, that means these are really taken out of time. Because Jiwoo showed this one above here. like she said it after this. This is so fucking confusing. I'm making this for so she made it seem like Choco didn't want to cancel it and didn't want to cancel it and refund multiple times, but as we see here, she agreed pretty quickly. Yeah, there's definitely some out of context here because we see these together, so we know these happen together. Yeah, there's definitely mismanagement, but at least Choco seems to show way more DMs than Juwoo does, but I definitely think she is spinning the story a little bit to make on that one. Despite everything that had happened, I decided to put an end to the conflict by offering a clear solution. She requests the plot thickens indeed, so the full remaining payment in order to complete the commission, as the idea of stopping the project originally came from the client herself. With this decision, artists aim to bring the process to a professional close, either by delivering the completed work as agreed, or by definitely ending the collaboration if the client no longer wished to proceed. Okay. There's always a spin, isn't it? I want to be honest with you, I don't feel comfortable handing over my work to someone else to finish. I'm not that kind of artist. It's been 2 days, and emotionally I'm feeling better. Despite everything, after seeing the progress I've made on your model, I feel proud of what I've done so far. What truly affected me at first wasn't the drawing itself, but rather the pressure I felt from you. You told me to take my time and not overwork my career. At the same time, you kept asking for the model to be done as soon as possible, even after I clearly told you I needed 3 weeks to finish it properly. I don't hate your model. In fact, working on it helped me step out of my comfort zone, especially when it comes to hair design. That helped me grow as an artist. What I couldn't tolerate was that despite explaining that I had an early commission to complete first, you kept pushing for a deadline that I had already said wasn't feasible. Yes, you commissioned me back in May, but at the same time I was in the middle of moving. That's why I only managed to finish the base body, which I showed you in the initial updates. I finally moved into my new place 3 weeks ago and started working through my backlog. Most of my clients were understanding and gave me extra time. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case with you. You also only paid half of the commission. I accept that because you explained it was all you could afford at the time and chose to trust that. So now I'm giving you 2 clear options. You can pay the remaining balance and I'll complete your model on time. That's something. Or, as you previously insisted, we cancel the commission. I would like to end this professionally and peacefully. Thank you for your understanding. I think I need more screenshots if that really... But I do think there was a lot of information about Choco having, like, emergency commissions and having a rough time. And I feel like if you get someone on bargain prices for an emergency commission because they're moving or fleeing a country, you should expect fucking delays, okay? But I need, like, there's a lot of information here, like, available of what was happening, and I definitely either think Juwoo knew, or she should have did a little bit more research on the artist. Maybe? Like, there is a chance she didn't know. I think that happened. I decided to put an end to the conflict by offering a clearer solution. She requested the full remaining payment in order to complete the commission, as the idea of stopping the project had originally come from the client. The client requested the unfinished files with the intention of completing the model herself or handing it over to another artist to finish. For artists, this request is completely unacceptable as she does not allow other artists to alter or complete her work. Her policy is very clear. Her designs must not be modified by third parties under any circumstances. That is also fair. If you want to cancel one, and especially if you want a refund, you don't get the art files, because it's mentioned here Juwoo wants a refund. So if you want it cancelled and you want a refund, you don't get the art too. That's pretty common practice. That's just a bit greedy. Through this decision, our artists aimed to finish a model because 1 to 3 to 5 months. But it really depends on the artist and how long they quoted you. But it depends if it's rigging and art. Through this decision, artists aim to close the process professionally, either by delivering the finished commission as agreed or by formally ending collaboration, longer wish to process. Despite the clear and respectful offer made to resolve the situation professionally, the client chose to respond by disrespecting our artists, undermining our work and attitude, and making demands regarding a commission that was not fully paid. We find this behavior unjustified, as from the beginning everything was handled with transparency, empathy, and flexibility. The artist accommodated multiple requests, accepted a partial payment as an exception, and still endured constant pressure and inappropriate treatment. We want to reiterate that no client has the right to demand a finished product without fulfilling the full payment, let alone impose conditions regarding the use of an unfinished file. Expect delays and expect your artist to cancel because they can't do the deadline, which neither side did. Huh? The artist didn't want to cancel, the commissioner wanted to cancel. Dude, listen, whatever personal things you're dealing with is not something you drag into a paid contract. Imagine if I show up at work and tell my boss I can't work because I'm moving. They would tell me to take time off, and I would have to tell them how long it's going to take before I can get back to work. But that's the thing. You don't know. So she took on the work before it, then time off and stuff like that. Like, that's what she did when she told her. It doesn't mean not move and keep working for them. This applies to my transaction. You need to treat it as work when you receive payment for your services. As I did pressure you into anything. I agreed extending the order. I gave you more time. Why is she screaming? Why is she screaming? But to assume you can just keep delaying it more and more, that clear communication is not okay. I need dates. See, I got a time here, but I don't got dates. I need dates. It makes timelines wonkier. So I didn't. There we go. It's not okay. If I would have known the order would take several months from the start, I wouldn't have commissioned you. Several months? It's been... This is all still in June. It's been like a month and a half. Yeah, I guess because it was a new client. Yeah, this is a studio. It was done through a studio. You should be honest with your customers. Why say you need 1 month to complete the order when you know you have several other commissions on the side? Well, they mentioned one other commission, not several. Also, just to let me know in what order the commission falls, how many commissions have to be done before you start working on mine. And again, I gave you more time. I only asked to finish the model on agreed delay date. To be fair, she got updates, so she knows it's been started to work on. And she mentioned she was just finishing the other one before she finishes onto hers. Like, she got an update showing the model was half done. Oh, it was June the last year. But, like, either way, it's May, June. Like, it was a year. Yeah, I could see that. But I saw the 2025 in these, so most of this happened in 2025. It's not the customer's fault you take on too much work and can't keep the promised deadline. Let's do it like this. Finish the model, but skip the extra asset stuff and just the price. Full payment once delivery. Delivery date to the 1st of July, if delay. You should compensate me for extension. Oh, so she wants to keep 1st of July. You should compensate me for extension. So she wants to be paid if it's delayed to July. Okay. PSA file model, no extra outfits, so lower price to original weight without extras. Stop projecting your problems onto me. We are in a business strike, so you should treat it as such. Holy shit. Okay, I can understand why she didn't include this either, because this is just kind of bitchy. But they've blocked out her name in all of them, and it makes it just a little bit. Maybe it's her real name. Maybe that's why. Yeah, discounted, sure, but they already said it's going to take time to do these things. Discounted. But they're only paying $150 as it is. At some point, they're just asking to get paid for them to do work. As this is how our artists respond. Thank you for trusting me with your project. I'm truly sorry that the experience hasn't met your expectation. I regret that we weren't able to align in terms of communicating timing. I will strive to treat my clients with kindness and professional, even I'm in difficult moments. The words reflect a sincere effort. The conflict was a maturity and respect despite emotional challenges and constant last-minute changes, unfair pressure, and the lack of full payment. Our artists never responded. Just recall tell you maintained a professional attitude. Yeah, and they had paid 50% or something. Well, it was gonna be 200, but they want to get rid of the extra outfit, so that's 150, and they want to be compensated if it's late. Like, I feel like you're asking a lot, and also, those are things you nail out before you accept a commission. You can't ask later. You know, you can't just ask later, oh, pay me if you're late. Yeah. Thank you for trusting me with your there we go. I take it from your copy paste message. You agree on terms and finish the project. I was after taking time to reflect on the situation, I've decided that I will no longer continue the program. I'm truly sorry we couldn't reach a mutual understanding, but I believe this is the best decision before us. You can't keep the down payment without delivering anything. I demand a full refund or the files that have been worked on. Otherwise, there is no transaction to begin with. Jesus, she's losing it? Okay, I'll try and find her TOS for this, though. Because if it says if you cancel, you don't get your down payment back, that is how it is, you know? That's, some of them do. Yeah, I do think, and Jiwoo was trying to portray themselves that they were being professional, but she wasn't. But obviously Jiwoo wasn't being professional at all, and she definitely cut out a lot of stuff that made her look unprofessional, which I think is kind of red flaggy. The artist is a dire situation, needs work, but can't finish any. Loan them and deal with it later instead of dragging people in, that's all. And letting people pay 50% only. Come on, take care of your artist, bro. Exactly, that's what I would say there. Yes, we're going to try and find that TOS and see what is said in there. At the point, the client completely lost control, raising their voice and demanding a refund that was not justified. However, despite the disrespect and the fact that our policy clearly states that once a work commission has started, refunds are not offered, our artist still chose to issue a full refund. She did this not because she had to, but because she didn't want to keep money from someone who had treated her with such futility and negativity. For her integrity and peace of mind are more important than a payment. So she gave a refund anyway. I've already issued the refund. You just need to wait 3 to 5 business days. So, yeah. Okay. And, yep. I didn't know this, that Jiwoo released a video before they did this document, because they released this document because Jiwoo did the video. But this is like their work and getting stuff done on time. So, are we doing here? Well, that's the thing, when you accept a work at a discount. Well, the studio is like a middleman where they help get jobs cut for freelance. It's like a freelance studio. They work a little different. On my worst commission so far on VGen, yeah, we've seen this. But today we saw the video you posted and we decided not to remain silent. In that video you said you now understand why some people choose to use AIs in hiring artists. Statements like this are not only hurtful but deeply harmful to the entire art community. When an artist puts time, effort, skill, and emotion into creating a custom piece, comparing their work to an automated tool with no soul or genuine artistic understanding devalues human creativity, fuels an unfair, misinformed narrative. Furthermore, AI cannot replace empathy, communication, or the deeply human creative process. Hiring an artist isn't just about receiving an image. It's about collaboration and mutual respect. These words weren't just disrespectful to our artists, they were disrespectful to our entire community of ethical and passionate creators. Please always support artists, even when things get tough. Behind every artwork is a person who pours their heart into it they create. That's all from us. We bid you respectful farewell, Stella Studio. Yeah, the random all in it, and she brings up AI too, so that's no better. She was just as hostile, disrespectful. Yeah, let's have a look at this. Stella Studio. Is that them? I think so. No, this is them. Not that one. There we go. This is them. This is the response from them. Why are they saying it's bad to use Google Translate because you don't speak English? Like, oh, look there. It's AI. They're using an English translator because they don't speak English well. That's actually a genuine use for AI, not just using art. What the fuck? Why is Spouter acting like that's a gotcha? That's not a gotcha. Some people can't speak English well. What? That's kind of rude. Okay, let's go to their VGen. Alvin, calm your fucking farm, okay? Okay, let's look at their TOS. General, please decide on the design and concept. All changes will be made during the sketch process once you start with the VTuber model. Only open changes if paid. Every price already included with commercial use can accept payment plans. Yes, the work will not begin until payment is received. Revisions, sketch design. In sketch process, you can adjustment requests. Okay, so the unlimited adjustment is in sketch. And because she was out of sketch, that's why they said it will cost more. Okay. Finish coloring. Please check that they're no different from already finalized character design. Cutting for rigging and draw through base. Check for cutting problems. 5, making add-ons. Okay. 2 months or more depending on the complexity of the design. Did she even read this? Or has this changed? If this is between the cutting file and the rigging work, it can be modified free of charge. Price include commercial use. I retain the right to use it as a sample in my portfolio. No refunds will be given after commission have begun. So they gave Juwoo special privilege because of they were being antagonistic, and they gave her a refund anyway, even though it specifically says no refunds. I don't think so. Most have this. It may have, but we have to take it as we see it. In the event the commission is not able to proceed, the cost of the work not carried out will be refunded according to the discussion. See, she shouldn't have got a full refund at the very least. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a bit iffy. Most translations are iffy, so that sucks. But if you don't speak English, what can you do? Honestly, they were not in the wrong for trying to withhold the refund because she didn't do it. So, some people will still give over the information. A way back machine. Someone needs to show me how to use that so I can try that. But, yeah. Once it comes down to public argument, both are idiots. Honestly, could have gone better. I do think Juwoo had a lot of unrealistic expectations for this, and I think the part Juwoo is to blame for is dragging this into the dirt with a video when the studio didn't say shit. You know, no one called her out. No one called her a biatch or something from this. No one mentioned this except Juwoo mentioned it themselves. And I feel like... What do you mean you click and go to the date? Click what? Click what, bitch? Ooh. Drama brings cliff. Yeah, that is my main problem, I feel, with this. What I find funny also, okay, so 25th, 26th is around when they put in the refund and stuff. That means Juwoo put out that drama video the day after this happened. Because this is out on the 29th, which was 2 days after it. So the day after it happened, Juwoo dropped that. That's weird, right? Yeah, they get into a lot of dramas. They do. It's true. They've been in drama about a couple of things. AI, art, and a few other things. Yeah, because she did it on stream, too. Because you see it on stream. Then she edited it. Then she put it up. So she must have did it, like, straight away. Oh, I don't like it. I've only got no feelings to hold up under any legal scrutiny, but I think the whole situation is silly. Artist was bad. Juju did have to make a video about it, but I'm not going to blame Juju being upset about delays. But the thing is, she posted a video before the timeline was done. Like, the timeline, like, as we admit, June 13th was the first date to have it delivered. And she said it would take 2 weeks longer. She agreed July 1st. This whole video and everything was posted before July 1st. It's like everything was done before the deadline was missed. Because we admit that May 13th to June 13th was probably an unrealistic timeline. And that Juwoo tried to say it was June 1st to July 1st. Oh, well, May to July. But May to... Fuck. The beginning of May to June 1st. But it's not. It's May 13th to June 13th. So, yeah. Yeah, it's right now, but these came out days ago. See the date here? June 29th. Not our date. They didn't come out today. June 29th. And Juwoo's video came out 2 days before that, I think. Something like that. Let me look. Maybe it's 2 days here. 2 days ago. So they came out like on the same day. By the looks of it. Let me reset to make sure. Yeah, so this came out, then this doc came out. So it was 2 days ago before today. Are we timelining right? Do we math right? Complained about not wanting to work with Juju again, right? Or am I remembering? No, Juju came out with this video, and then they came out with this document. Nothing public was said about Juju by these people. Or do you mean in general? Because it does seem... Yeah. A copyright crime that might have happen ain't no... Huh? In the DMs. Okay, yeah. Everything seemed really normal. Except Juwoo was asking for a lot of revisions and pressuring them a lot to... pressuring them to get it done. Even though they kept saying, oh, take your time and blah. Then they're like, oh, I need it by this date. I need it, blah, blah. And then they were like, oh, I'd prefer not to work with you again in the future. Very dramatically. And then Juwoo just, like, kind of loses it, bro. And demands a refund, a cancellation and a refund. Because she kind of goes off a lot on the artist after that. But the thing is that it tickles my pickle on this is that she kind of is rude to her first. Juwoo is rude to her first because she kind of goes on a rant about AI. I was like, I'm sick of people bringing up AI and shit. And it's a bit weird. Where is it? I'm trying to find it in here. It's a bit odd. And that's where I would say the conversation's taken a bit of a weird turn in here. Obviously, I feel like Choco should have, like, just took it in stride a bit. But, like, just, like, kind of, you know, try to end it as easily as possible. You know, interests me. That's what tickle my pickle. It interests me. Where was it? Okay. No, that's where... the clear... It was up here. I love her. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. This is the part where it gets a little weird for me. I can't find it now. Damn, I'll find it later. I can't find it. But yeah, I don't think there is a clear villain here, other than I do think Juwoo was asking for things she wasn't entitled to. You know? She tried to contact before this. Yeah. Because her stance on AI art and the way she handled the drama after. Yeah, I do feel like there's other problems she's... What's the word? Projecting onto this interaction. Here it is. No. That's wrong. And she also claims a lot of things that just... not true in this. Yeah, which is kind of bad. That's what she's getting the backlash for. Like, she was already in trouble before this for the same thing. Kind of stuff. Okay, I think it was like up here. Now we're still on VN. I'm so fucking lost. Damn. Thank you for the link. In front of family, they would make fun of me for like 10 years minimum. That's why I only say it in front of chat. Okay. Well, I'll find it for the video because I'll screenshot all this. I still think both... I would say Juwoo was more unprofessional than Choco. Choco should have just tried to like finish it without, you know, having their 2 cents in there, definitely. But I think Duo really did take a lot of this stuff out of context to make themselves look better, which is suspect. So I can't possibly side with them on this. And I do think they weren't entitled to the refund. The usage of the files is up to debate, because some people say you should still get what's worked on so far if you don't get a refund, but some artists don't allow it. And it is in their TOS. I will have a look on the Wayback Machine if it's in their TOS, because before then, I do think that Duo was unprofessional too. And if you want to say artists are professionals, you know, doing a professional contract, so is Duo. So she shouldn't be swearing and yelling at someone she's in a professional contract with. Yeah. So I would say if you have a standard of this is a contract of business between us, so be professional, you should hold yourself to the same standard. And that's my mind's eye. But this was an experience between them two, and it shouldn't have been put out there, but Duo could only did it themselves. So I'd say Duo shouldn't have made the video, 100%. You know? Files, if you take a partial refund, you get the work done. I don't think you get done, but I think you should get what's worked on so far. I don't think if you get any money back, you don't automatically get the whole product. Because if you get the whole product, you should pay for the whole product, you know what I mean? You don't get to go to Walmart, return an item, and keep the money in the item. Yeah, that's very Karen-y, as we were saying before. So, this was a mess. You get what is done already. Yeah. This is a mess that didn't need to be made public, in my opinion. This is a fucking mess that didn't made, in my opinion, Duo look worse than the artist, but the artist not fantastic either. Like, this should have been kept private. Mac, they put it in a Walmart gift card, so you have to buy something inside the Walmart. Exactly. Like, this was so unnecessary, and I feel like it was just made to make a drama video for views, you know what I mean? It's a bit red flaggy for me. A bit odd. And also, either of them bringing up AI into this discussion is just being a butthead, you know what I mean? Like, come on. It's just like, I support artists until it's bad for me, and then I don't support artists. Bro, what? Like, and you're not supposed to just support things that have a benefit for you. Sorry. It's just a bit weird for me. An artist bucks for a future commission, but also I will never work with you again. Good day, sir. Good day, my lady. But I don't know. That's what I think of it so far. And to be fair, when I saw the video, I was like, oof, this probably shouldn't not been released. And I feel like that's my biggest underline of this situation. This should not have been released. Okay? And 100% Duo, if she was going to release it, should have gave all the facts, not just cut out all the shit that made it look bad. Because it just makes her look like an unreliable narrator, in my opinion. And I don't want to touch on any other of her other controversies, because I try and separate them the best I can, because, because I don't think you're being wrong in other situations automatically make you wrong in this situation, you know what I mean? Or being right in a previous situation automatically makes you right. That makes sense. Because as you know, my opinion on her hair was, I don't give a fuck. I didn't think it was automatically a bad thing. But, like, just because I feel she was fine in that situation doesn't mean I'm automatically going to sign with her on this. I never agree with her until she disagrees with me. You're ready to become a content creator. You have risen. Because this is totally not worth a public call-out video and doc. Yes, that is my opinion pretty much. It's not worth a call-out video and doc. Could have been completely avoided. And guys, if you want to check out the new video, we're making more videos on the gaming channel. You can check it above. We're doing a lot more collabs and other stuff. This one's from Peak with me, Luca, and Bus off stream. And we're getting some more edited from Tatsi and other people. So I will. Oh my god, he's fucking so needy. And if you like the video, like so we can make more videos on the gaming channel because I'm trying to do more time over there. What am I looking at? You sent me a screenshot. Oh, the AI comment? Oh, thank you. Here's how I stand. Fuck AI. So tried people currently bringing it up. But concerning artists don't deliver what they promise, there's no wonder more and more turn to it. Yeah, I do think that's a bit insulting. Either way you do it. He found it! Yay! It was more like, I like artists, but I'm not using AI if the artists are going to dick around about commission work. That's... Either way, I think that is... Isn't that like moral... relativism or whatever? I'm only morally I support artists until they don't work for me, and then I'll use AI. Like I don't know, it's just a bit bad still. Yeah, yes. I support AI, please. Shut up, Tati. Ban him. Someone ban him. Use your powers. But yes, I do say that their clash was a clash privately, you know what I mean? Like, no one was hurt, no one was molested, you know, nothing super crazy. It was a disagreement on work, and it should have stayed a work disagreement. Either way, in my personal opinion. Though, who is right or wrong, I do think there is some back and forwards here. I do think both are slightly to blame, though I do lean Juru probably had some unrealistic expectations and didn't deserve the refund based on their TOS. But I do think the biggest problem is it should have stayed private, 100%. Who you think is right or wrong? I think the main thing is should have stayed private. Get banned, nerd, if only you could. Her right or wrong in these kinds of things. I just like her first AI drama, it's going to turn more artists off her projects and will probably only harm her in the long run. Yes, and that is another point into it. I don't think it helps her personally in the future to do this, because it is going to turn off more people working from her. Because even if you don't take the AI thing of a lot of artists don't like AI, a lot of artists are going to think if they displease her, she's going to drop a video on them. So they're not going to want to work with her either. So I don't think it helps her in the long run. I really don't care on one way. Yeah. If you don't want... Yeah, exactly. In the end, this doesn't affect us. We're just watching. We're just watching from the sidelines. Like a bunch of creepers. You have, like, sometimes you have to play ball even if you don't like it. Yeah, true. Hey, you, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Delinquents. But I have to go have dinner and some other stuff. Thanks for, like, doing the investigation with me. I do love hearing your opinions on stuff like this. Because I wasn't sure how to... When I was going through the stuff I did find, and I had a video to watch, so, I really wanted, like, other people's opinions on this, so I wanted to do this one on stream, because I wasn't really sure where I stood on it 100%. So, yeah, I wanted you guys' opinions. I finished my popcorn while watching this drama play out a while ago. Next topic. Yes. But no, I have to go have dinner. I might be on, I'll be on again this week sometime. It'll be another gorilla stream. I'll try and schedule one for Friday, though. Once it transformed from a private argument to an argument the whole planet can see, they are both idiots. Welcome in, Doctor. Thanks for the follow, Panger. Spotted Ant. Thanks for the follow, too. Welcome in, guys. Okay. I will let you know on Discord. And Yahoo, thanks you for the follow. Did you want both? Oh, yeah, just any of them. Page subject is where the artist does her own AI comment. Thank you. So go eat. Dance, monkey, dance. Is that better? Is that enough? Can I leave now? Okay. Wait. Is that close enough? Like, I'm trying to dance, monkey, but the light's going down. I haven't turned on the light yet. Shut up. You can't say that word here. That's my word. Dun, dun. Dun 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 dun. My body's freaking out. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. See, it's losing the camera. Okay, guys, I'll let you know on Discord when I'm gonna be gorilla streaming next, because I got a few things to edit. My nephews are coming down in like 2 to 3 or so days, so we'll see. I'm trying to get a backlog of crap for the YouTube channels, because my nephews are gonna be here and they're time hogs, time thieves, I tell you. That has a little banana. Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, I will see you later. I'll quickly check who is streaming at this time. Who I'm following to make my life easier. I see a lot of different people in here. Fuck it. Sayu's right here. I'll just raid into Sayu. I know a couple of you already follow Sayu, so easy enough. Have fun with Sayu, guys. I see boobs. I see France. I see a new model on Sayu, I think? I don't know. I see boobs. Okay, guys, have a nice time. And don't forget to check out the new video so I can make more gaming videos. Yes, I do follow her. Okay, guys, I'll catch you later. Bye. Have a good one. Bye.